video presented by the new movie Laser Team. Get tickets now at laserteamthemovie.com. Stay tuned for more info after this video.
What's up?
That was nice.
Hey.
That was a nice intro.
It was good.
It's mocking me because I can't whistle.
Are you
Really?
serious?
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
So you couldn't burp as a kid, and now you can't whistle.
I mean, I can't whistle well.
You
I need
humming
to-
through an O shape doesn't make it a whistle.
That's what I'm saying. I can't do it.
Interesting. All right, welcome
can-
to.
Hey.
Hey, Lindsay, shut up.
Sorry. I'm trying
I
to
did the
cure
intro.
him.
I told Lindsay to shut up.
I
Drink.
did.
Oh,
I have coffee. Yes.
Welcome to Off Topic episode number 6. Right? I think we're on 6.
Yeah, sure.
probably.
You said it robotic
Yeah,
enough that we
six,
could
six,
replace
six.
it.
Yes, episode number 6. I missed last week. First episode I missed.
Michael wasn't
Got
here.
stuck in New Jersey. Missed the first episode of the year.
So it
How'd
was
you
the
feel
worst
about that?
episode ever.
Oh, it was a piece of
Obviously.
shit. I
From
didn't
what I
watch it 'cause
saw,
it was
I
so
swung
bad.
by for a little
I
bit.
turned it on, saw Jeff, Jack, and Ryan. I was like,
I was on for like a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, you were on. That was the only part that was watchable.
Exactly.
But here we are, episode 6.
Jeremy was the little bit.
Oh, because he's short. I am your host, Michael.
We're fine.
Let's drink.
Well, I'll get to that in a
Drink.
second. We are joined this week by...
Lindsay, hello.
Carrie, also hello.
Jeremy, not hello.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Just turn away.
See, now-
Oh, Michael got kind of angry.
What I said...
all right.
Drink.
All right.
Okay, what I said was... Jeremy, like, oh shit. Carrie's gonna be on the podcast. So I was
Yeah.
like, haha, looks like you're not the only little guy anymore. Followed up with, what if we start the podcast? And I went, Little K! And he was like...
I wouldn't like that. I don't appreciate
And
that.
then he didn't. He was just like,
Jeremy, no.
Little-
That's my
and it
thing.
just did it.
That would hurt me.
Little K and Little J.
Yeah.
It's crazy because Jeremy doesn't
JK.
like the short jokes, but he owns them so much. Like, if you try and move it away from him, he's like, no,
Yeah.
that's my thing. That's
Wait,
my
little
thing.
J and little K. We're like the short version of the Men in Black.
I was just thinking.
and a lot wider.
Yeah.
We're like
Yeah.
in one of the lockers, like one of the other worlds. It's just us, you and me.
I think I could challenge Tom Jones.
Tom Jones?
Tommy, damn it.
Kick your ass.
I mean,
Tommy
technically,
Lee Jones.
his name
That's his
is
name.
Tom Jones,
Yeah.
but no one has ever
In
called Tommy
whiteness.
Lee Jones.
Yeah.
It's not as white.
It's
Miss
Tom
Mr.
Jones.
Tom Jones.
I do not want to
to
take on Will Smith. He's looking good still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty young still. He's like what, in his 40s? He's
I
probably
think-
he's probably
I
in
actually looked
shape.
this up the other day. He's 47.
He's probably a very in shape 47-year-old.
He's
Yeah.
He got that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that Suicide Squad money now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know where that was going.
I don't know either.
Squad came
It
up.
wouldn't even be so much the Suicide Squad money, but that's a great example. He's in Suicide Squad, so I imagine they were like, go to the gym, bitch.
Yeah.
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 Just,
More
like,
importantly,
get to
he has
work.
that Hitch money.
He does got that
Well,
much money.
Really helped him out.
Kevin
Yeah.
James.
Did that make a lot of money?
It made money off me. I bought it on the PSP.
I've still never
It
seen
taught
that
Carrie
movie.
to love.
Yeah.
Actually.
That
You
is
saw
like
that
one
movie?
of the very, very few movies
don't look at it.
That's all
in
right.
my like 2000s repertoire that
Yeah.
I've never seen.
That's fine. I mean,
seen it.
it's right up your alley.
you've seen
Yeah.
that?
I've
Yeah,
seen
you've
Hitch.
seen
Yeah.
Hitch. and
Of
I-
course
Strangely
you
enough.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Son
one
of
of
a
the
bitch.
4 UMD movies I own for the
Oh,
PSP.
yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
That Super Troopers. The Best Buy around the corner sells like Viva La Bam Volume 3 on PSP.
that's
Still.
interesting.
Rest in
I
peace.
almost bought it. It's like $3, and then I have no way to play it. So
were just talking about that the other
R.I.P.
day.
Don Vito.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Gavin to reach the point where he wants to do shit like that, like become the next band where he's like, I got the money.
He'll
fuck it.
never do that.
Yeah.
Let's light my dad's bedroom on fire. Let's do it.
I don't think it'll be
I
that.
don't
not
ever
gonna do that.
imagine Gavin running into the bathroom while his dad's taking a shit and slapping him and ripping his shirt off of him, literally ripping his
Yeah.
clothes
It'd
from
be
It sounds
his
like more
body.
in your and Jack's dynamic.
Well,
like-
yeah.
Oh, I'd do it.
New
I'd do it
Jersey
like
would
Jack
happen.
like that.
But if it was British with Gavin, it's even funnier because he'd be polite about it. Like, sorry, I have to do this.
Yeah. Oh
Closet.
yeah, Gavin would be real polite about it. Well, what Gavin are you
Just like
talking
British
about?
people in
What
general.
Gavin's like? Oh, hello, pardon me. That
Yeah,
doesn't,
like-
doesn't exist.
He like
He's a
kicks
piece
the
of shit.
door in with like he had a firework rocket launcher one time. He kicked
Yeah.
the door and he just all he said was hit the fucking deck, and then just the rocket shot up like in the living
Yeah,
room.
I fucking remember that.
Oh, Lord.
Gavin just chases me around this building. Like, I don't see him as often now. Like, he comes over to stage 5, and I just see him from a distance, and he just stops and stares at me,
Yep.
and then starts running.
Yeah.
Just starts
God
running.
forbid Gavin ever caught you.
Yeah,
You
I don't
Yeah.
know what
You're,
he did.
you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah,
blow
he's
your
definitely-
eardrums out.
he'll-
Touched you, Carrie.
Gary's got some
Snap
leftover
me.
parkour.
Yeah,
He's
just a
to
little
kick
bit.
his ass. Yeah,
Just a little bit.
absolutely.
Got left over a lot of things.
Gavin knows not to fuck with me, but every time I see him, we always have some weird, awkward exchange. Like he'll be zipping his fly or like adjusting his crotch. I'm like, why? Every time I
Why are
look
you
at
in the
this happen?
bathroom?
Because he
I know.
always
no,
does
it's in
that,
person.
though.
Like in the achievement hunter office,
Yeah.
and recording. He's just like
touching his dick.
Yeah.
He touches his dick a lot.
He does make that noise when he does it too.
He really is. He really does provide a lot of sound effects for his penis. It's usually like.
It's proper.
Yeah.
It's
He
up
should-
there. The noise is up there. Like a lot of beeps, a lot of
Deep bass.
boops, a lot of like. Beep, beep, beep. That's the sound he makes when he's either touching his own penis or touching mine.
Yeah, he does
Or-
tap your dick.
Or
a lot.
during insertion.
I don't know about
The
that.
docking
I
process.
imagine he'd be like,
Oh, it's the worst.
my
thing to
guess.
think about.
I don't know.
That's the best
going
Gavin
up.
voice. That's nice. I can't do it.
No.
I can't go
And he
that
does it
deep.
into the microphone while you're wearing the thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
it's
just
like,
like,
it's like
You're
right
editing.
there.
You're like, oh,
Slide
I'm
it
being
in.
touched.
Oh, wow.
He does this thing where he'll put the mic against his neck
That's
and like
fucking
start
weird.
like swallowing so you can hear it. It's like
That's how
the
you
worst
beatbox.
noise.
He's a fucking weirdo. I don't know if you picked up on that.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
It's a little odd.
Oh shit! Talk shit about Gavin. He's not here.
Oh, yeah.
Drink.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
So I saw on the Rooster Teeth subreddit this morning there was someone made a drinking game. This is the reference we keep making.
Keep going.
I guess let's tell the audience about
Go
what we
for
keep
it.
talking
People
about.
keep bringing it up.
Fine.
Michael, which one works?
Okay, so that one right there. Yep, that's Fireman's. Yeah, you got it. You go for it, Carrie.
Which one works?
Little
One of
K pouring that drink.
Doing it.
He's a big K now.
No, he's still little.
Well, some ways.
But there was
Sounds
a
me, but-
there was
You're
an
in the
idea
moody
someone
teen years.
posted about an off-topic drinking game, which is great. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, why
we
not?
also just drink nonstop all the
Drinking
time.
and
Granted, this
off-topic,
is for the audience.
Yes.
My problem with it is for like the 10 examples they had is maybe like one or two aside, something that happens 500 times every podcast. So it's like Michael yells. Take a drink.
Take a
You know,
shot.
Michael looks at the wrong camera. Whoops. Take a shot. You know, take a drink.
If they're following that game now,
They're already dead.
dead.
They're
They're gone.
already.
They're gone.
Yeah, we've been going
stopped
fucking
watching.
7 minutes, and there's like 911 calls going out from everywhere.
yeah.
Talk about someone who isn't
When
here.
we talk about someone who isn't here, then
Yeah.
that person shows up. Bernie takes a drink on the podcast in the background. I think he's been on 4 of them. It's like, don't compile a list of something that happens every 3 minutes and turn it into a drinking game. You want like, you know, some
not-
hitters in there. I mean, granted, what's a good list? I don't know.
Yeah.
I fucking
That's
suck.
not our- that's not
but
our
I
job.
didn't. My job isn't to come up with a good list. It's to tell you that yours sucks.
yeah.
And I feel like I've done that.
Yeah.
And I just talk shit about the person who made the list, and they're not on the podcast. So drink.
Coffee's going quick.
Someone
Yeah, you're
brought it
drinking
up to
coffee.
Michael
That's
in
why
the
I
morning.
just switched before. I'm just gonna go back and
I gotta
forth.
stay energized today.
Yeah, Michael like sat
This is
down
me energized.
after someone talked to you about like the thing to begin with, the game, and you sat there, you're like, motherfucker, this stupid game. Did you read about this? I was like, no, I haven't read this. And he just like went through all the things. He's like,
And then
it's
Caleb
fucking
comes over.
dumb. And then we get here, and Lynn's just like, this fucking game.
Have you seen this drinking game?
There
Oh,
it
there it is.
is. Yes.
I mean, it looks cute.
Well, like,
So,
okay.
somebody who can read that far away.
We
read
said
it.
the alien and ghost argument. Obviously, that's not going to happen very often. So
I mean, that one is too obscure. I mean,
A hypothetical question.
that's
If Gavin's on,
go
you're
more
dead.
than 3 minutes and it'll come up.
Yeah.
There should be one kill time, because then that
Yeah.
would just be like the whole
vamp.
podcast. Just drink vamp. That's the alternate name for this podcast. Vamp. It's just make nothing
Off
for
topic.
an
Yeah.
hour
Colon
to 2 hours. There's nothing to talk about. That was the whole point of naming it off topic. It's
I've
like,
got nothing.
It's like this way we can literally talk about nothing.
Yeah.
And no one can complain that
There
we
is no
didn't stay
topic.
on topic.
There you go. Lindsay.
they
Suck
were
my
out of the other
wee-wee.
cups.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
This
You know.
is crazy too. Episode for me, no sponsors.
No sponsors.
Although I was told if we want, we can mention Laser Team.
Oh.
If we want.
Feel like it.
are they gonna?
And I'm not gonna
They
mention.
can
You
help
two
us
are
out,
in that
or-
movie.
Yes.
Are you in Laser Team?
Carrie's in
Yeah.
it.
Cameo?
Carrie's in it. Yep,
Trevor's
yep,
got
yep.
the phone
Trevor's in
cameo.
it.
the
Trevor
phone
is
man.
Great.
practically the star of the movie. I
I
think.
mean, let's be honest.
Trevor is like the 5th member.
He's the key
really.
to all of this.
He's the key to all of this. Yeah. Yeah. If we can make Trevor work, he will make the trilogy work
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we haven't announced yet.
Right.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. I'm referencing Star Wars for all the people now that are like, "There's a Laser Team trilogy."
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
No,
for a
I know.
second.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw the look in your eye,
it's
and
like,
you're
huh?
like,
This
"Maybe tell
first
me
one
this."
is actually called Laser Team: A New Grope.
Right.
So that's the first one.
Second
Gotcha.
one is
Gotcha. I
Laser
see
Team
what you're
2,
saying.
Dawn of Little J. Like,
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
talking- I mean,
Shit.
it's great.
In the third
It's-
one,
The
can you
poster's
guys
just a
not
J
wear?
rising the frame.
In the third one, can you guys not wear the dancer's belt so we can see your dicks very
Ooh.
clearly?
Yeah.
I mean, Gavin took care of that in 80% of the
guess that's
first
true,
one.
yeah.
True.
So I'm sure you'll see like Little Britain throughout the whole fucking movie.
Just taking over.
Oh
What if I
God.
land too many?
He, on far too many occasions, either A, wasn't wearing his belt, and you could see his dick,
bit,
his bit through his suit.
He'd be so mad if you're
Or-
tired on
No.
his bit like this.
Or, I mean, I saw
He
it,
makes
Jeremy.
the noise of a tiny
Yeah,
one.
okay.
It's gonna look like
true.
that.
Yeah.
Or-
Your vision's terrible.
Or
the fact that you could see
he
it.
had his
I'd point out, too.
unit on, right? Like his prosthetic
Right.
Right.
wee-wee,
Right.
which would like jam his stuff up because he'd have to fold in his wiener, his balls.
Was it hollow? You could put it in it?
No, it wasn't. And
Oh.
then the fake dick and the fake ball. So he had 2 dicks and 4 balls stuffed in his pants.
It's 2 for the space of one.
So whenever he was walking around the set, there was also like zippers up the front, which was awful for him because every time you unzip it, it's like all his chest hair would get ripped out because he's a hairy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So we would always like unzip it a little bit as we were walking out. He would unzip it all the way to the waist and then flop his fake dick out. So he would constantly just be walking around with his fucking penis like dangling.
Was it
And
flesh-colored?
Oh, it
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
flesh colored. It was super realistic and it was huge.
Yeah.
Like I think he was just proud of it. Like it looks like it's this big though. Like Gavin, like
No,
no
it
one
doesn't.
thinks
We know,
your penis
though,
is
yeah.
that large. And he's like,
Yeah.
Was it circumcised?
it was.
Yes.
Yep.
It was
So
a
it's
smoothie.
not-
I've
not
told
real.
I've told
Not
this
accurate.
story before. I'll mention it real quick though. But like he had it dangling out, and one day we were taking like our lunch break or whatever in between shooting, and
Chipotle.
he was just like blah, 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 had his penis hanging out, and he said something to me like, do you wanna hold it? And I was like, oh, absolutely. So like I grabbed his dick, kind of like 2 people holding hands, except I was
Yeah.
holding his schlong. And we walked through the room, and my stunt double, Justin, was sitting there eating, and he glanced over, and he's literally for a second was like, what? Like, he like lost it, and we're like, what? And he kind of looked at it and saw it was a prosthetic, and then he
Stunt dick.
went, oh man, that really bummed me out for a second. I was just like, if you really thought
Him and all of Tumblr.
Gavin walked in and I was holding his fully exposed penis and it bummed you out, like that was your reaction. Just
I
like,
still want to know, like, what was the source of his bum? That his dick wasn't that big, or that you were
no,
holding his
probably
dick?
that it was out and someone else was just holding it.
I
in
think
the
it
middle
was
of the
just
room.
ruined his
yeah,
day.
I
everything's
think,
gone.
I mean, it would be
Maybe
a
he
little
was sad
odd
that it
if
wasn't his
fucking
real dick.
Jeremy walked
Yeah.
in holding Ryan's dick. I would just be like,
I feel like he
What
wanted
is
to
this,
ask you to
Wednesday?
hold
I'm going
his
home.
too.
yeah, I'm just saying, if you
Yeah.
did it, I mean, granted, my comment wouldn't be bummed out. I'd be like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Why not?
But I
do,
would
like, a
definitely be
circle?
shocked by it.
Like a massage chain, but of dicks, like you could reach around each other and achieve
You're talking
honor, like
a-
all of us.
you're talking
Because I
like
don't- I
human
don't-
centipede type
I don't
situation,
wanna-
except
yeah.
with cocks.
But with the masturbation, I
Yeah.
guess,
I don't want to touch dicks.
Yeah, the vibration ring.
Well, you don't have
They're
to
all
touch
just-
your dick
yeah.
to anybody else's dick. You have to touch their dick to your hand.
That's still touching a dick, Carrie.
I mean, you said touching dicks.
right, with my fucking hand.
Oh.
I don't want to touch
I
dicks.
thought he was like like.
I don't want to
No,
touch
no.
dicks. Well, you're just holding it.
You also
At that
can't,
point.
we also
You just
established
hold
that it was circumcised, so you can't dock.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's
You could
Well,
make it
aesthetics,
work.
I mean,
right?
we only
You
have
get, like, a
one at
sleeve.
this point. If we
Yeah,
need
Yeah, you can
5
buy
of
like a
them-
hoodie for your dick.
Exactly.
Aren't those
Just
people?
like, you know.
No, there are definitely people who can stretch their dick hole if they're circumcised and
Oh!
like another dick inside.
What?
Of it.
Yeah,
It's on the
sounding.
internet.
Yeah, sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like sounding is when you put an object in.
Yeah,
it.
that's
So,
also
another
like a
dick, yeah.
tuning fork, isn't it? It's not like another dick.
Bing.
Well, no.
I like how
you-
someone says to go sounding, and she's like, "Well, sounding's not that. It's when you put
Well,
another
it's
object.
excuse me,
If you
yeah.
put a dick in a dick, that's still sounding.
But that's
okay?
like a person.
But no,
I
but
guess,
you're
is the
you
clarification.
sound
Yeah.
to work up to dick in a dick.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, that's why it was called sounding. Isn't it a tuning fork?
I think it's like a medical rod.
Wasn't it originally that's what it was? And then you could bing.
But you
Yeah,
gotta
it
stop
would
doing
vibrate.
this with
And
your
you can-
fingers.
I don't know if that's how.
No,
it-
that's
how
the
it came
tuning
up,
fork.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Uh-huh.
tuning fork.
And then you shove that in your own
You
dick.
get really good when you can get both prongs in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Then you
Yeah.
stretch it out.
God.
It's
I
like a
would
clamp.
not recommend.
When you get the tuning fork that starts like this,
Yeah.
and it goes once it's inside.
Well, no, you put it in and you just flick it and it vibrates your dick the whole way through.
No, you put it in and then you flick your dick like on a table, like pew. And if your dick's frequency is good, then
Yeah.
it sounds okay.
You hear
No
the true
sponsors
sound.
this episode.
Yeah,
Thank God.
We should be sponsored by like a tuning fork company
Yeah.
or something.
Are those still real? Can you get
tuning
those?
forks? I would
absolutely.
probably still
Yeah,
real.
tuning forks are still around.
Some
Look,
science
Jeremy got a
teacher
little
somewhere
upset.
has
You even
some.
asked that.
Why would you ask about tuning
Do you have a
forks?
tuning fork?
I eat my salad with tuning forks.
Do you use the tuning fork for your raps?
No.
Does it help?
Yeah, I go.
And you're like,
Oh, this is my note.
oh.
Well, you heard about the guy who he like tried to present his wife a Valentine's Day gift by putting like a flower inside of his dick in the hole.
Of course,
Yeah,
I've
but he
heard
used a
about that.
rose, didn't he?
Yeah, well, it was some kind of flower that had like
a
fibers
flower with
on it.
thorns.
It didn't have thorns.
right.
It had like fibers on it, but those still attached to the inside of his dick. So when he
Turns
pulled it
out, no
like,
matter
they stayed.
what you're putting in
Oh.
your dick, don't do it.
It's a bad
Stop
idea.
putting, stop
Yeah.
putting shit in your dick, everybody.
Real quick
Stop
though,
doing that.
real
Carrie,
quick
Carrie.
on Amazon.
Yeah.
For $13.20, you can get a tuning fork set.
We could
of
have that
5.
sent to the cat.
It looks
right
very
now.
nice.
How many of those were bought for music, and how many were bought to put in dicks?
That's a good
What,
point.
are they different?
Look at the
Are they
reviews.
different sizes?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Show
Yeah.
that. Well, I can't.
Well,
really
okay,
see
well,
that.
you know, whatever.
The ones with
There's a lot of them.
The ones with the cubes on them look terrifying.
Yeah, well, that's extreme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's hard
definitely
mode.
work up to hard mode.
That's the double black diamond of sounding.
I don't think anything on the end of a tuning fork is specifically there so people won't put it in their dick.
Yeah.
That's true. It's kind of like the orange caps at the end of like toy guns.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no one thinks it's a real gun.
And so you don't put it in your dick.
They just put something on tuning forks now.
You
They
know
don't
there's
stick it in your
marketing
dick.
meetings too where they're like, how can we make sure no one puts this in their dick?
Well, they've got it. They're like,
And
all
then
right.
there's one guy at the meeting going, "I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. I'm putting that in my dick."
No
He's
warning
like,
labels.
like
stop.
the
Challenge accepted.
He's like, "It's already in there."
The
It needs
QA
to go."
department,
Right,
like,
thinking
he has
about
to test it.
Yeah.
Like,
Quality
this will
assurance.
not get in your dick.
Yeah.
He's like, try
Done.
it.
Yeah.
He like just
Yeah.
picks it up.
Oh, it
watches
won't.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
If any of our fans out there know someone who tests stuff with their dick,
I
please,
know one.
tweet us about it.
I wouldn't say like test stuff, but one time I was when Gavin was buying. It was a couple
Okay.
years ago, like 2 years ago or something. It was in 636 office.
Yeah.
And he was buying a new, either a new computer together, like all together, like a new MacBook, or just a new monitor because he like bashed his monitor in. It somehow like shattered.
I remember this moment.
But he was buying that, and maybe it was like an unlocked phone. It was like a bunch of shit that was like super expensive, and it was like $1,200, and he needed all the shit. But he was like, "I don't want to spend that much money,
Yeah.
Michael. You buy it for me." And I was like, "All right," but I bought it with my dick. So like I like put my hand in my pants and I grabbed my dick, you know, while still in my pants.
Right.
And I like
Of course.
I was like slapping it onto the mouse button to click buy.
Just throwing your dick around.
Yeah, and I got it. It took me a couple tries, but I was like,
Did you say you tried to sack tap it too, like kind of kneel over it?
I tried. It wouldn't work, but I did buy his stuff with my dick.
Actually, for sure, yeah,
Nice.
I remember that. I remember coming in like twice to the office that day, and like at the morning he was like figuring it all out. He's like, "Okay, this is what I'm gonna buy. Like, I think I'm gonna do it." And like 2 hours later, I came by. He still hadn't bought it.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah,
still
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
there, just like, I don't want to fucking do this.
Yeah.
The third time he came by, he had like Lysol over his like mouse.
Yeah, he was just like,
The third time he came by, he was licking it.
Yeah.
which was
Jesus.
really weird.
Yeah.
See, like if you had a
just
woman
sucking it
there,
up.
Taste the rainbow.
Kegels would get that done like that.
Yeah.
You click that mouse instantly.
Yeah.
Do they
One
have?
squeeze.
Do they have group Kegels,
Yeah,
whatever
they have
their
Kegel
class?
classes.
I think they're
Like
all
yoga?
group,
There's
right?
a woman who lies on the ground.
That's
and
how
like
it works.
spreads for
So
you.
that's yoga,
And she's like,
but-
"This is how I squeeze." Now
Well,
you
how else would you
squeeze.
learn if it wasn't a group
I assumed
class?
it as
Yeah.
an instructional video.
Do it in your own home.
Like a
when
one-on-one
no one's
video.
looking.
Well, it's
When
like
I
they can see. You just
carry-
kind of go like, "Trust me, I'm fucking clenching shit right now." Like,
Yeah, but you gotta know the technique, Carrie. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know if it's
Carrie, when I
working.
turned 13, my mother spoke to me and said, "Lindsay, this is how you Kegel." So that's how I learned.
If I like,
Here's this book
Put
your
the ends
grandmother
of a
wrote.
nutcracker in
Yeah.
there, right? And then a chestnut in it.
Yeah, and you just
you
like
go
you
watch
work out
this,
to it.
boys.
Yeah.
And then it opens.
that's like when you're mastered.
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
That's how
You
they,
get your
they show
degree.
their worth
Yes.
to you.
It's
Yeah.
like when you could peel a hard-boiled egg with it. Like, you're like, ah.
That's the black belt of Kegels.
You put a raw egg in, you hard boil it and peel it.
Yeah.
It comes out done.
If
Pop
you-
out
if
egg
you-
salad.
If you put a coal in there
Like a
and you
slap
have a
chop in there.
diamond pop out, that's extra intense.
Yeah.
That's like the mastery.
Yeah.
No, the
It's like
masters
the
you put in
Pope-
cold and you get a
the
diamond
Pope
ring.
level.
It just
Oh,
comes
yeah.
out like the band, everything.
Yeah.
You
The,
put those
the
right there.
fucking the
Inscription?
engraving on
Yeah.
the inside of the ring. All it's all in there.
Yeah.
Looking at someone's ring like you need that shit cleaned.
Yeah. Where'd it go?
is,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
There is a Kegel.
It's like a golf ball washer.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You put it in the little trap.
There is a Kegel video game.
How
Yeah.
does that work?
Well, there's like
you
an
play
That's a
with
triple A
Kegels?
title right
yeah,
there.
you do. Like,
Oh, you put the
appar-
controller between your legs and you like move your thighs to move the
Apparently,
joystick,
there's
right?
like an attachment that looks like an anal plug, but you put it
Probably
to your
is an
DS,
anal plug.
Yeah.
Like a-
stick it
a
inside
plug,
you,
yeah.
and your Kegels allow the character to jump.
I'm
and
sorry,
it's
did
a
you say
platforming game.
3DS?
Yeah.
This is for the 3DS?
What a
My
family-friendly
understanding-
game.
My
the
understanding.
Is there an amiibo
That's the
for
platform.
it? I'll buy
Allegedly.
The amiibo is just a vagina.
Right.
That's the amiibo.
I'll fucking apparently I'll buy an
it's
amiibo. So fuck
clenching.
it, whatever.
Yeah, how's that been going for you, by the way? Carrie,
a lot of money,
you
man.
are like the poster child of people who collect amiibos and it depresses them.
Yeah. No, every
Yeah.
time I
Like, nothing is enjoyable about you and amiibos
I go-
at all. Like
I go
anytime
to
you mention it,
subreddit.
you're just like, I got another amiibo.
I bought one last night.
You're an addict.
And you hate it, like,
Yeah.
because you can't have
got-
them all. Now
I
there's
got-
just too many. There's like a million.
Well, no, I have them all. That's the
Of
problem.
every game of
Yes,
all the games.
The only one I don't have, I pre-ordered Shovel Knight. I pre-ordered. I
gotta get Shovel Knight.
There's another one that came out last night. The only one I don't have now is Mega Yarn Yoshi, the big one.
Oh,
Oh, there's a big one.
Yeah, there's a
I
big
didn't
one.
know
that.
Yeah, I ordered it off Amazon. like it was like Japan one, and they just sent me the little one instead, and we're like, fuck you.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I just was like, okay, cool.
You sent it back. You're like, make this shit out of yarn.
I was like, I'm gonna return this, and they never did it.
Did you?
Just sitting on like.
Have you
I know that
played
game.
Woolly World?
Huh?
Have you played Woolly
Not
World?
yet.
See, I
have it,
refuse
though.
to get anything for games I don't play. Like that's my line right there
Yeah.
for amiibos. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm a
Case in
whore,
point,
so I
like
just do it.
yeah, no, I know, but it keeps me sane.
Yes.
It keeps me not spending a shitload of money on
Yes.
amiibos I don't fucking care about.
Yeah.
So it's like even those Yoshi ones, I love Yoshi. He's like my favorite Nintendo
Yeah.
character. But I was like, I'm not playing
they're
Yoshi's Epic
adorable.
Yarn, so I didn't get it. Bought Yoshi's Epic Yarn.
Yeah.
Played it for an hour. Immediately bought all 3
Really?
Yoshi amiibos. And
Yeah.
I was like, that's fine. I'm playing
Yeah,
the game now.
The other one's like 7 inches tall.
Fuck,
like this big.
I need
yeah.
that.
And it
They
looks
are
just
nice
like
as
this.
shit.
They
the
are.
yarn ones, they're
Yeah.
super fucking cool.
Yeah.
And the little pads hidden in their
ass.
anus. Yeah, and you can't really see it.
On the big one, it's on his little foot.
anus.
I also will say,
like-
Anus.
you know, so the amiibos don't really do shit.
No, they don't.
Like
Not yet.
for Smash Brothers, you can like level them up. And
I don't
they're
give a
like
fuck.
computers and blah blah blah. I don't care. I will say so far, the coolest thing I've seen amiibos do is in Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
You get it. You put a fucking amiibo on. You get a Yoshi in that outfit. That's awesome.
Oh, that's
like
pretty
that's
cool.
and
Yeah.
it works for every single amiibo except Pokemon.
I want to. Yeah.
Yeah, it must
Yeah,
be
I
like
think
a
it's a
licensing
licensing
thing,
thing.
like
Yeah.
none, where it's just like it ends up being like a Yoshi with a T-shirt that just says Amiibo on it. Like that doesn't look like
kinda
Pikachu at
bullshit,
all.
yeah.
But like Mega Man looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Sonic looks awesome.
I
Like
played
there's
Sheik a lot.
it was
Yeah.
cool. Like we started playing Yoshi's Woolly World, and for the first 20 minutes, it was just us putting on Amiibo.
No, that's what. So I bought the
Because
game.
there must be we have like 30.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I bought the game and Stacey started playing it and I just stopped her, took it. I was like, I'm gonna do them all. And every time I would like do it and then go like, and just like look at her, just like,
Yeah.
look, it worked.
Well, it's awesome too because it saves
Features
them.
now.
Yeah.
It saves them.
Yeah.
And then there's a little hut you can walk into, and either player
just
can
change
turn
shit
into
out.
anyone whenever they want. So it's actually pretty fucking cool. Like we swap every time. Like the Fox Yoshi looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
The human ones are weird as shit.
Like
Like
Ness.
Mario, Wario, Luigi, because their faces, the entirety of their faces are on Yoshi's nose.
That's like
not his
Shy
whole
Guys
head.
face,
You know
too.
what I mean?
That's
so it's
weird.
like
It looks like he
so it's
skinned them and put it on.
it's
Yeah.
exactly what it looks like. He's
Hannibal
wearing
Lecter, yeah,
Mario's
yeah.
face on his nose. It's really bizarre looking, but it also
He's got
looks
that look
cool
in his
as
eyes
shit.
though. He's fucked up.
But his eyes are more like here now.
I guess that's true,
because,
yeah.
you know,
He's
it's-
seen a lot of
everything's
shit.
rearranged.
Yeah,
but a lot of
But
them look
Sheik's pretty
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Sheik is pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
We also didn't realize, I discovered this Christmas, but if you use the Toad amiibo in Toad Treasure Tracker, after you've beaten a level, you can place it on, and it will put a little collectible
Yeah.
of an
Yeah, that's
8-bit
one
mushroom
per
in it.
level.
I was like,
Yeah, I
huh,
know that. My
no
fucking
shit.
8-year-old nephew told me about that.
Yeah.
And you go
I was
fight
like, bullshit! I'll fight you.
8-year-olds
He's
and
like,
a 5-year-old.
played,
We were like, oh.
I think if you
was
put
it Parker? No, I think it was Connor. That
That was Parker.
Shut up.
yeah, I love Spider-Man. Like if you put any other amiibo on, it'll just give you like a life or something or like a coin. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow, a whole fucking coin.
Pretty cool,
Damn.
guys.
It's justified. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
I
worth
mean,
$12 for
that was the
each
thing
one.
too.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Carrie's like, yeah.
Carrie
yeah,
started,
yeah.
well, I assume, from the beginning of like, I'm gonna get them all,
Yep.
and that's been your nightmare. I was like, I'll buy them.
Yeah. The only ones like I just said fuck it to were the Skylander ones.
Yeah.
Because they look like shit. Like
Yeah.
I was gonna get them if they look cool, but they don't look good.
My thing is like, if I care, I'll buy them, and I will buy every single Smash Bros. Because they're
Yes.
like OG amiibos. To
Yeah.
me. Like if I don't give a shit about the character, I'll still buy it. In
That
Smash
was my
Brothers.
favorite thing about Melee. I never say it right. Is that like that was the thing? It was like you
said
had
it.
the big table. Did I say it? Okay, I normally
Melee?
say Melee. I
Yeah,
think.
Melee's right.
Yeah,
Melee.
melee.
That's what they say in the game.
got it.
Melee.
Thanks, guys.
It's like
This is a
you
big
turn
day
the
for
game
me.
on. It says Super Smash Brothers Melee.
And
You
then
did it
and then-
perfectly,
it.
and then you called yourself.
Well, then
out.
I
Yeah,
would go to
I
my
didn't
friend's
even
house and be like,
understand.
"Hey, you guys want to play Super Smash Bros. Melee?"
yeah,
And
well,
then I'd
I
be
would
fucked
too
up.
until
And
you
then they're
go
like,
fuck
"Get
yourself.
out."
Yeah, exactly. No, they did. Yeah. One time I got a really big argument with my friend, and I just brought up the fact that, like, look, I helped you unlock this character. Okay, I'm like your best friend. He was like, "You're right.
Wow.
Thank you."
This is the
It
type
is
of drama
me.
you see on television.
We don't talk
You know what?
anymore.
You know what I feel like though. You kind of just talk shit about that kid who's not on the podcast. So
I
drink.
think. Okay.
Do you think he'll? Do you
Anyways.
think he'll be on the podcast so that
I-
we can drink again if he shows up to defend himself?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
I don't
hold
even know
out
what
hope.
state he's
No
in right
guarantees.
now. Yeah.
Did you move on to Disney Infinity too?
No,
Tell me you haven't dabbled in that yet.
I haven't
Dude, all
yet.
that's
Okay.
insane because there's like now there's Disney Infinity, there's Skylanders, there's Amiibos, and there's fucking Lego Dimensions.
Yeah.
It's all of them are just like collect 800 billion things. It only cost you $4 million.
So here's the thing. Fuck Skylanders because they ruined Spyro. Disney
They did kind of fuck
Jeremy.
them
They
up.
did.
No, they
yeah.
did. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be a
Fuck that.
fucking full-on
I love
Spyro
Spyro.
game.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. Disney Infinity.
Skylanders.
We won't tell our nephews you said that. It's
No,
cool.
fuck.
I mean, you can tell them that. That's why they love it. They're 5 and 8 years
What
old.
they like that Skylanders thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my brother went to town.
I'm gonna be like, this isn't
They-
fucking
they-
Spyro.
Their
Like,
entire
take-
bathroom is
They have
Skylanders.
like
What the fuck?
70 million of those figures. They have all of them. Like my
Yeah.
brother just buys them every.
Dude, just load up like Spyro 1, where a mountain is just one green
like,
texture.
it's
awesome.
Like,
This
that's
shit.
Spyro.
Yeah, it's so good though.
Cat was playing it.
Dude,
Like,
remember
the
how
first time,
hard
like,
fucking Trouble in the Trolley was?
Yeah.
Shut up! That was difficult. Did you
Yeah.
play Spyro?
Oh yes, I did.
Spyro 2.
Yes, I played every Spyro.
Do you remember that challenge where you had to be in the mine cart and go around and every time you lost a pelican, it would be like, trouble with the trolley, huh? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Right? It was so fucking hard.
That was when I
Matt
have the
and I-
controller to my dad.
so then what
It's just
happened,
Like you
though?
play.
So Matt challenged me to that in Versus.
Oh, fuck,
So
really?
the first one to finish it. Both did it first try. Like,
Yeah.
Matt, I messed up right at
He
the
literally
end.
missed the last turn,
Uh-huh.
and then Matt didn't, and
I was
the game was
so
over.
pissed.
Literally didn't hear Trouble with the Trolley
fun
one
to
single
edit.
time in the entire video.
fucking hated-
And none of us had played it before, so they're
Yeah.
just like, "It's really hard, guys. Like you'll see." And
Trouble with the
we're
trolley.
just like, it's over.
Shit.
So mad.
Yeah.
Michael still holds it over me every time I play
That,
Versus.
it was that and the dudes that had the eggs and they just run away from you going. Nah, 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 nah.
I didn't play Spyro.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember those.
I know exactly. What
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking
It was,
about.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I loosely
I played the
played
Spyro demo because I used to get
Yeah.
like the PlayStation monthly discs,
Oh, yeah, I did.
and it would
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
6
I think
game
I
demos.
think there was one of the thieves in that.
I think
Yeah.
I
That
think
shit-eating
I
grin.
think that was 20% of my video game collection was those like demo discs.
Loved, I
games,
think
you know what
Spiral
mean?
1
'Cause
was on the same
I
demo
had no
disc as
goddamn money.
Tekken 3,
I think it was. Yeah.
and there was
Real
something
talk though,
else.
that dude was racist. He had like a
Spyro?
turban.
The guy from Tekken?
No.
Tekko?
The guy. That was racist.
Why?
Or he could have been from the Middle East where they wear turbans.
But then there was like he was the bad guy. They made him the bad guy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's racist.
I mean,
everyone's the bad guy at some point. Carrie.
I guess it's true.
Come on.
Except America.
Well, yeah.
Right,
pretty-
Come
obviously.
on. Have you seen Team
But
America?
in all honesty, I would have, I don't think I'd like Spyro if he had a turban on. I mean, it wouldn't have been racist, but
It's just
like,
it's not the right aesthetic. Yeah.
It's not just a look right.
Yeah, it's just no. I
People
don't
would have been
want
like, why's a turban there? They're like, because we're not racist.
I get it. You'd be
He's
just
also
as
black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have time
You'd
for
be
that.
just
There was a
as upset
cheat
with
code you
Spyro
could
in
make
a
him black.
pantsuit, right?
this. There was.
There was. You put it in the
Carrie,
start.
Carrie flinched
No.
and then agreed.
Well, no, I was just like,
Oh, you're
I'm,
right.
I'm remembering. It's like rushing over me.
This was you remembering. Like the memory
Was
jolted
it
into
rushing
you.
or punching over
It was,
you?
it was both. Yeah.
I'm
Back in
remembering
the day
everything.
that you could like load a site in like 10 minutes that would show you a cheat code.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be like,
You print it out so you wouldn't have to do it again.
Like I
Exactly,
said,
yeah.
what I would do is even before I had the internet, and this is like well into me playing video games, into Nintendo 64 and PlayStation. I think I got AOL
Ooh.
maybe when I was like 12 or 13, so probably 2000 is when I
Nice.
got internet in my house. But I mean, I was pretty hardcore in video games
Do you
since I was
fucking
like
use those
6 or
discs on
7.
Monster Rancher?
I did. I didn't really play Monster Rancher that
Yeah.
much, but I did get Monster Rancher 2 maybe.
Yeah.
And dude, fucking look out my mother's Madonna CDs. I'm
Yeah.
like, give me all your CDs.
Yeah.
I'm putting them in. What am I gonna get?
It was the best thing ever. It was
Um,
usually the same thing though.
There was like 4 different monsters.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But I would go to my public library, which is right next to the high school. I would go there, use their computer, have to like sign in. I signed up for a library card just to use their fucking internet. Go to GameWinners.com and print out cheat codes and pay 5 cents per page at the library just to like print them
Yeah.
out and take them home with me.
Use your allowance money.
That was
I was
like
more of
internet
a-
cheating in video
Yeah.
games.
I was more of a cheat CC kind of guy.
yeah.
that's cheat CC.
Yeah.
That's where I went.
We have a lot in common.
We do.
It's across the board.
Yeah.
All I
you know?
had was Game Shark.
Game Shark?
That's rich people cheating.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
Okay?
I had friends who
Mommy and
Never-
Daddy. I
never
want to
owned
cheat
a
in this
Game
game.
Shark.
I had an off-brand game.
Oh, it's
Shark
how
one.
much?
Can I please have a game show?
It's how much more expensive than a video game? Fuck you.
Yeah. But you can get Mew.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, like if Game Shark was the thing now, I'd be like, no, I'll buy it in an instant. Like as a kid, that was the thing of like,
Yeah.
oh, I want that and I'll never own it because it's expensive.
It was.
Not this
Getting Mew
bitch.
in those
Sorry.
fucking games. How many times did you try and push that truck next to the SSN?
See-
Did you ever try that?
Yes, I did. So
Fuck, I will say
wanted to
this.
be real.
I was pretty fucking happy about it, just especially because I care so much about the original gen, like
Yeah.
over all of them. I fucking got a legit Mew at an event because they had one at.
Me too.
They had one at my
too.
mall, like
Yeah.
right near my
Toys R
fucking
Us.
house, and it was like fucking Pokemon Day at the mall. So
Yeah.
they had one part set up that was just like tournaments for actual battling and shit. They had another line set. Basically, there was one huge line. The whole mall was like themed Pokemon. Like every single store
That's
got
awesome.
Pokemon cards in.
Wow.
You know, like there was like 4 lines.
Like you
at
go to
the mall.
Victoria's Secret and there's like Pokemon.
Yeah.
There was like
Those
a
Pokeballs. Yeah.
600 person line
exist.
at fucking GameStop.
They were sewing flower bulbs onto frogs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just bleeding.
But like the first line was it was like the the preliminary line, like all through like the center of the mall, was you wait in line, you wait. You get to the end, they gave you like a goodie bag of shit, like crap, like little like keychains, fucking stickers, blah 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 blah, garbage. But they had a fucking actual machine at the end that you put your game in. You hand them your fucking Pokemon game. They put it in, and the machine just transfers a Mew to your game. It's just basically like a trade thing.
Yeah.
But it would just give it to you. And so you'd get that. Then I actually had a fucking certificate of authenticity that came with the Mew. And then after that, they give you like a time for if you want to battle.
Like a
In your
tournament-style
gym
thing?
battle, which was only 2 battles. That's it. You could literally you play 2 battles. That's it. If you won the first one, you get a pewter badge. If you won the second one, you get Cascade. And if you won both, you get both. But that's it. There was nothing beyond that. It was just like you get to fight twice, and that's it.
So I have the nerdier version, or the partly nerdier version. I used to go to Toys R Us every Saturday to play in the Pokemon trading card game league. Because I'm a fucking loser.
No, that's fine.
And I guess we're all losers here. And
You're bigger though.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
so yeah, it was the same thing. Like so many like wins, you would get badges, and you could go through and like get all the badges. And at one point, they were basically like scratch offs. And if you got the winning one, they would give you a Mew. Like they had like a Game Boy that's just full of them, and they would just like trade it to you. And like the person who ran it knew me really well, and she just like walked over and was like, "Here's a winning one."
Nice.
Like she just like handed it to me. She's like, "Here you go." I was like,
Damn, dude. So you still technically like cheated to get your Mew.
"Why do you gotta take that from me?"
And
dog?"
you,
I'm just saying. Why'd you have to point it out?
Every like 6 months,
That
I
was
go
my
and turn
fucking
on my
Mew.
blue. I'm just like, "Battery don't die, battery don't die."
Oh, I'm sure I don't even have it, but in that version, I got all 151. I
Really?
was so fucking happy. Like, I got the stupid room you could get in the
Yeah.
game where some guy's like, good job, loser, and then that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing. You don't get anything for it. Like, some guy's like, you suck.
Did you guys get
Get a life.
fire red or leaf green?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
forever
Did you go
ago.
to the truck in that game?
I did.
No,
yeah,
I
you
never
get
did
there's
it.
like a cookie or something under it. Or there's some shit under it now.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, they
There's
actually,
like
like,
a
puts-
great bar.
I'm fucking
Fucking
hoping
shit.
they
Gives a
remake
shit.
that again, like on the 3DS. The
Well, they're
OG.
they're not. They're just re-releasing it.
Oh, that's fine with me.
Yeah, they're. I think it's in February.
That's
They're just putting out red and blue.
Here's what they should do one day.
And yellow.
Like 25 years from now.
Yeah.
Put Pokemon on your fucking consoles.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are they not
And
on the
not
Wii U?
Pokemon Stadium.
No, I don't give a shit about
Yeah,
that. I don't
yeah,
give a
yeah.
shit about Pokemon XD, Gale of Suck My Dick.
Yeah.
Okay? Red and Blue on the goddamn console. Fucking Gold and Silver on the goddamn console.
Or here's what they
Why
can do.
can't I play it on my fucking TV yet? Okay? It's been out since 1997. Fucking gimme it.
Everybody, come on.
yeah.
I know. I was
Michael's pretty
yelling.
upset.
He's yelling.
It was more like being angry. It wasn't really yelling, but
I mean, you were getting kind of loud.
I was getting
Your volume was rising.
A bit,
You're up here.
Perturbed.
You're up here.
Yeah.
This is.
I need
not
to be
the
down
other.
here.
Once
Need to be
you
down here.
spend
Have you
Christmas in New Jersey, you're used to levels like this.
Dude,
This is
it's
fine.
not only this, like, I go to New Jersey and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, my family's so
I'm
fucking
adapting
loud,
now too. Like
dude.
I'm
Then we
still
come
You get
back.
louder.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I come back to Texas, I'm
She-
like, what's up?
Well, that's the thing. In New Jersey, we don't notice it. Then we come back to Texas and she's like, hey, hand me that! And I'm like, relax. Like, we're fucking back in Texas. Chill out. There was like,
What was your coast? Okay, good.
No,
Let's
you're
hear it.
good. Carrie's
I'm gonna let that
There-
chill for a bit.
Listen,
Oh,
listen.
Jesus, how
I got the
much
giant
phone
head on it again.
Listen to this.
You
Listen to
gotta
this.
work on that, Jeremy.
I'm sucking.
How the fuck did
It's
you
an
do that?
angle.
You have more head than beer.
Yeah, I told you.
There's an angle.
Told
to
me
it.
what?
It's like the Kingpin from Daredevil. No neck and just all head.
I know. His name's Vincent D'Onofrio, okay?
Sorry.
Give the goddamn man some credit.
Oh.
Next season's coming out. They released a trailer.
Yeah, I
for
just
it.
saw. Yeah, I
We
saw
still
it.
gotta
It
watch
was
Jessica
pretty
Jones. I
uninspiring.
I should probably
It was
finish
just
last
like
season.
Daredevil
Yeah.
season 2. It's coming out.
Yeah.
But we'll,
It's happening.
But it had the Punisher's logo.
They did have the
Yeah,
Punisher's
they
logo.
don't need to advertise it. It's gonna come out. It's gonna
Yeah,
be great.
we
Yeah.
do
You'll
need to watch
watch it.
Jessica Jones.
Yes.
We haven't
I'm the
watched
same
that
boat.
yet.
I heard good things.
I need to finish Daredevil and then watch Jessica Jones.
You haven't finished Daredevil yet?
I got to like episode 8 and then shit hit the fan.
You should really watch
Everyone
Yeah.
dies.
Shit hit the fan.
Ruby started.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Basically.
Daredevil dies.
you can watch it.
The audience dies.
Here.
Audience dies.
It's on
Just a
Netflix.
gun comes out.
That's the
of
thing. I can't.
VCR.
I'm not really like watching shit while I work anymore because I'm not sitting in front of my computer anymore.
I know
Yeah,
it's a
running
pain in the
around and
ass,
shit.
Carrie. Like
Yeah.
I'm never in stage 5, and every time I come in here, I come to fucking like hit you or
Never
do
at my
something.
desk.
You're literally never at your
I
desk.
did the same when I Slack you. I'm like,
Today.
hey, hello?
Yeah.
Today, when I saw you in the hallway, like
Yeah.
I don't know, it was like 7 minutes before the podcast started, I got to the office. You weren't at your desk, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like immediately, I was just like, "I don't know where I'm. He could be anywhere."
Yeah.
My first thought was Ruby room.
Yeah.
The Ruby meeting room.
Yeah.
Which has become Ruby room.
Yes. This is Ruby room.
And then I was like, "Oh, it's not in there. Great. I guess Carrie's not on the podcast. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
used
on
to-
my way.
I used
Yeah.
to come by and flick that insulation off the
You
top of
did.
your computer, and I haven't done it in months.
Yeah,
It's
I
still
would
there.
just
What am I
fuck
gonna
with
do?
all your things, knock them over. There's no point. Like you probably won't even notice.
I won't.
You know?
I'm not at my desk enough to
suck.
actually notice. I know. Yeah. I'm aware. No, it's fine.
Can you wait? Can you just walk off for a second?
And now we drink?
No, Carrie fucking sucks. Now we drink.
All right. almost done with this.
Oh fuck, Carrie's back and we talk shit about him. Now we have to drink again.
Oh, damn it!
Now you're like letting it drip extra.
What?
Well, like
I don't see any drips there.
you pulled it and then it kept pouring out.
You're making shit up, drug
Okay,
addict.
That's how you get.
Drunk.
What?
What? Turn real quick.
Jeremy, can we keep personal stuff personal?
Yeah,
Okay?
Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, this is work.
The
our
world
private
just saw me
time.
suck some beer foam off my mustache there.
Yeah, I can suck it off for you
Look
if
at
you want next
that.
time.
Look at that, Jeremy. Look at that pour.
Suck that stash.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Minimal head.
That's
know.
see, that's what you want. You want a little head looks nice.
Yeah.
You don't want to be drinking
You
it.
want a little
That's
nice.
okay. That's
good.
not bad. That's
Yeah.
a little much.
Took me 2 pours.
This
today.
isn't enough. That's too much. Like split the difference between these two.
Because you're
and I think
wasting.
it'd be
Like
fine.
when you do this, it's just like a waste. It
Well,
disappears
no.
into
Yeah.
the air.
What is not wasted is comedic effect because you could dip your nose in it and then get a little bit of foam on
No,
there.
I'll just get to the mustache.
Yeah, right? See?
wait for
That's
it.
enjoyable. Look
Got
at that.
cum.
It looks better in person than it reads on camera, but it looks
Razzles.
like yeah,
Now suck it off your stash.
got a little bit of jism there.
Would you ever do that if you had like leftover food? Be
Suck
like, oh, that's
jizz off
nice.
I was about to say, if you're like lying in your bag and you just cum and it just gets in your mustache, that's the worst.
you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
I shaved today, so no. But I'm good.
Tricking.
It is a Traco thing.
I'm helping him move a couch after this.
Why?
Because he asked me to.
Did you tell him that movers exist?
Yeah. You can just pay a small amount of money.
It's like
I'll
a
help him.
minimal fee.
Yeah.
They got insurance. They won't bitch about it. You won't have
No.
to. They won't be like. They won't show up to your house like a month later and be like, "You owe me, dude."
Yeah.
No, just buy him water. That's
Yeah.
nice of you. Yeah.
But Jeremy's gonna
They-
pick up
for
furniture.
me, it
and go,
comes with the
hop,
house,
hop,
so
hop,
it's
hop,
just-
hop, hop, hop.
Yeah, exactly.
Cup.
Pick it up.
Fresh
That's why I
lemonade.
hire him.
My number one reason, honestly, I hire movers is one, like I don't want to ask people to help me move, and then two,
Yeah.
I don't ever want you to ask me to help you
Yeah.
if you've helped me. Like I helped. It's like I helped you move. Now you help me move. Fuck you. I'm never gonna.
Yeah.
Do
help
you think it's appropriate? Like,
I'll never
could I-
help
If
you
I
move.
need to move, could I ask all my friends that I would have asked to help me move? Hey, can you guys pitch in 4 movers for me?
I would do that before I would help you move.
Right.
I
Wow.
would like give you $20 to go fucking
Yeah.
pay a mover and
Yeah.
be like, we're good. You-
nice.
Give me $20 if I move.
Yeah.
In 2 years.
That's fair.
That
That's
would be
fair.
it. It's like one, because then it's just like, dude, your friends are lazy. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
no matter what. It's
I don't wanna-
like,
I don't wanna hurt your back.
It's like, well, sort of help, but it's
Yeah.
not like, get to work, bitch. Whoopsh. You know what I mean? You can't do that because you're not paying them.
Managing.
And then it comes back of
Delegation,
like,
exactly.
you know, now you owe me. And then also if they break your shit, you know, I got no problem being like, hey, mover, fucking buy me a new thing.
Yeah.
You know, I paid your ass, you have insurance, whatever.
Yeah.
Carrie breaks my shit. It's like, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
This
don't,
is awkward
don't
thing. I'm
worry
like,
about it.
I'll buy
Don't
you a
worry
new one.
don't
Yeah,
worry
no,
about
don't
it.
do it.
I'll just fucking
I
pay
can't stay
for
mad
it.
at you.
Yeah.
And now I just like I could have just paid for a mover, and now I'm fucking fixing the dent in my
Fucking
wall.
dent.
I did the
Hate that shit.
I did the moving trade thing once, like
Yeah.
where I help you move, you help me move. Once with Matt when we both.
That's a
when we
horrible
first
idea.
Oh, great!
It was like the worst
great
experience.
Great
of my
mover
life.
Yeah.
too.
I was
Yeah,
like-
a lot
Why'd you
of
pick
upper
Matt?
body
I was
strength.
like, Matt, I just need help getting a couch into my apartment,
Hey,
right?
could he even lift his side?
Well,
Not
the
even that,
lifting
he's
didn't
so
end up being the
fucking
problem.
lazy.
Did he help you with the
There's no
pillows?
way.
It was
Like-
the fact that he didn't show up.
No,
Yeah.
we got in the car and went to IKEA to pick up a couch that I'd ordered, like from IKEA, because fuck it.
Yeah.
I
And,
assumed you ordered it from IKEA if that's where you're picking it
Yeah,
up.
and
From.
I have
nothing wrong
I have a
with IKEA.
tiny ass car.
Yeah.
I don't know why in my head this was like this will work. So I get to IKEA with Matt. We pick up the box, like pick it up and bring it to the car. Obviously, doesn't even come close to fit.
I'm assuming it's a couch-sized box.
Yes. It's
Okay,
a big
yeah,
box.
like-
I mean, it's still kind of in pieces.
Yeah.
But like, so
Roughly couch.
So I say to Matt, I'm like, here's what we do. We fucking open the box, take the couch out of the box. It'll be smaller, and then that will fit. Take everything out of the box,
How'd
like
that
rip
work?
it all apart. Still doesn't really fit.
Right.
So I say, we'll just put it in as much as we can. Tie the trunk down. It's
course,
hanging like
like a
4 or
bungee
5
cord
feet out of the
or
back of the
whatever.
car. We're like,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Pull a little bit
whatever.
of red out the back.
So tie it down, kind of wrap some plastic around it, maybe a little bit,
Yeah,
but
just put your
whatever.
hazards on.
Yeah.
Get in the car. We start driving back. It starts pouring rain.
Oh fuck.
The couch is hanging like 5 feet out of the back of my car, and it's just like rain right on it.
God damn.
I was just sitting driving the car going, motherfucker, like while I was driving. I was like, it feels like I went and picked up a best friend and then waterboarded it. Like, it's exactly what that
and
situation
you
was.
paid for it.
Yeah. So like we finally get back to the apartment, it's still raining. Matt
Yeah.
helps me carry it up the stairs through the rain.
Wayne.
He carried it through the Wayne.
Yeah.
Into the
Joe
room,
needs
and
to
it was
be
just
bad.
Bruce Wayne. She's like,
put
no.
it down. There was just a puddle under it. Like it was so soaked and like
With
into
Bruce
the
Wayne
couch.
to be like,
That
Jeremy, what do you want this
sucks.
couch?
Shit.
Christ.
Do you still have the couch?
Yep.
Does it smell like shit? And like
No,
mildew?
I think it's sort of. I stood there with a hairdryer for a while. Like, it's in the loft in my house now.
We had to do that with some of my jeans because our dryer broke. It's not hot
So
anymore.
you had to hang them outside the
No,
car.
well, I didn't hang them outside my car, but I have them in my bathroom, so they're totally wet. And I just took the blow dryer and like put them inside of each like
like pant leg.
sleeve, yeah, like each leg, like all right,
Yep.
So I wore my jeans.
Let's try it. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, we have an interesting scenario with our dryer right now because like
Sounds like it just doesn't work.
well, it stopped heating.
It's not very interesting.
No, it gets interesting.
No, it is.
So it stopped heating, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, like right before we went to New Jersey for Christmas. And I was like, I'll deal when I get back.
Sure.
So I look into it, and it's like, okay, the most common problem with dryers, if they're not heating, is there's basically like a fuse, like a thermal fuse.
This sounds like right up your alley.
Right. Okay. So basically,
That was the breathe-in, is
If
like
if the dryer
electrician.
overheats and it can't exhaust enough heat and it starts heating up inside, it'll blow the fuse
So that
it shuts the heat off and doesn't set your dryer on fire, which is smart.
That's
But
nice of them.
For this like particular model I have of Whirlpool dryers, there's no like on-off
out?
setting. Yeah, it just breaks. So you have to replace the thermal fuse.
Okay.
And then, so there's like 2 thermal fuses in the dryer, which are the top 2 most common problems why it won't heat. And then the third is the high limit thermostat. So I buy all 3 of those. I'm like, fuck it. I'll just buy them. I'll swap them out. So I take
It's
the
an
fucking,
investment.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like
he
20. It
knows
was
how to
like, it was
do
like
this.
$28 for
Yeah,
the
an
parts,
investment.
So it's not
like
really
a long-term
Yeah,
investment.
it's a huge
This is
amount.
never shit
Did you
that
guys
we
take
would do.
No,
Huge
you just take out a
amount.
loan.
Our children are
or-
going to talk about this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I unplug the dryer, like whatever. I did it when we get back from New Jersey. So I unplug the dryer, I pull it out, I take the fucking back off, I pull it all apart, and I was like, all right, first things first, I'll just change one fuse. So I like change the thing, I pull it out, I put the new one in, I reattach everything, put the dryer all back together, turn it on, it doesn't work. I'm like, cool. Okay, so I take it all back apart again because it's like you can't turn it on with it on, like it'll blow dust everywhere and
Right.
everything, and I gotta hook the fucking vent back up
could,
and all
but it
that
just
bullshit.
wouldn't be
I'm not smart.
Yeah.
So I take it all apart again, change the second part, put it all back together. Still doesn't fucking work. I'm like, great. So now I'll do the high limit thermostat, which
Yeah.
is like the biggest pain in the ass. So I saved it for last.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I take
just
all
like-
that fucking shit apart. I start putting it back together. And then the best part is, like for the other 2 things, it's basically like you unplug 2 wires, you take the thing out, you install it, you put the 2 wires back in. Of course, with the thermostat, my old thermostat has 3 wires going into it, and my new thermostat only has 2 terminals.
Jesus.
So I have to fucking splice shit and crimp shit and like start splicing wires and stuff,
Dude.
which I don't have any of the parts for it. So
You don't have
now
tools?
Makeshift.
I have tools, but I don't have the parts.
Yeah, okay.
So like I needed like whatever the fuck they're called, like male blade terminals.
sounds sexy.
Naturally speaking.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Well,
the first thing I was gonna say.
The
I'm
male end
Well,
carry
blade
Yeah.
carriage is pretty
goes
sexy.
And terminal, you just
into
type it in.
the
Yeah.
female end. So I hooked everything up until the point where I went to connect the last part, and I had 2 fucking female ends, and I was like, God damn it!
You just
Yeah,
said
so-
you're
just
sexy,
scissoring
Carrie.
cords.
No,
Yeah,
it was.
Carrie's
It
like,
just-
that's how
No, it wasn't
sex works.
scissoring.
Oh my
Scissoring's
God.
fine. And
Yeah.
the 2
Yeah.
female ends were
Scissoring's
more like 2
always
dicks.
fine.
It
Yeah.
was really just like, what's this?
Yeah.
Nothing.
And of course,
Pleasurable
just
is the
nothing.
answer.
That
Yeah.
is
And God
that
was
is
against
docking.
it, so you're like, I
That's
can't do
what
this.
docking is attempting
It's not
to do.
docking.
No.
It was like 2 circumcised dicks hit each other and then nothing
No,
happened.
the best is when you
Repel.
run from across the room at each other. They bend
Yeah.
like 90 degrees
So
and hit.
That's
the
dick
way
jousting.
the way we
Oh,
were
the-
using
oh,
the dryer, the way we were using it was the heat didn't work, so we just run it, and it would still dry the clothes, but it'd take like a goddamn day.
Well, yeah, like it generates heat.
It doesn't generate heat, but it's just like the fact
Friction.
that it's moving and it's not sitting on top of each other.
Centrifugal force.
Well,
Yeah.
sure,
Very
just
little
keep
of
saying
what you
things.
said
Kind of.
describes why those
It's
clothes
really
are
nothing at all.
That
But
last one
Uh-huh,
was close.
yeah.
yeah. So now I can't even turn the goddamn thing on at all because it's like there's 2 parts that are unplugged.
Yeah.
So after work yesterday, I go get the other fucking parts from Home Depot that I need. I come home, I hook it all back up, fix that part, literally back to the way it was. Now it spins again, doesn't fucking heat.
Right.
So I'm like,
So it's none
what
of
the
the
fuck?
3 most
It
common
was none of the
problems.
things. Then here's the best part. I fucking decide like, okay, the logical first step is, do you have 240 volts going into it? Because an electric dryer uses 240 volts, not 120.
Of course.
If you only have 120 volts, the tumbler will spin, but you won't get the heat.
It's only getting half the power.
That's exactly it. That's
And as we
exactly
know, it's
right,
all about
Carrie.
power.
It's all
We
about
can't-
power.
yeah.
It's all about power. I can't say
power
power.
Where you
I
generate it.
kept saying
Yeah.
power.
It's generated from the bottom
Power.
of the
Yeah.
dryer.
Right,
actually.
Yeah, the,
So-
the power
Upwards.
bottom.
yes.
area.
Right, yeah.
So
up and in.
I
Yeah.
decide, I was like, well, let me start flipping breakers, and if I can find the dryer breaker, and basically like when you have 240 volts, that's either a double pole, which is it's like 2 breakers stacked next to each other, and there's 1 handle across the 2 of them.
we got the
like
little-
you
the
flip
little rod,
one
yeah.
and it connects them.
Yeah.
But you can also have, if you're an idiot, you can put 2 single poles next to each other and then plug one in, which is stupid because you should never turn one off and not the other. They should both go off or both come on. But that's possible. People do that shit. So I was-
Stupid people.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck, I guess I'll test the breakers. Stand there with a flashlight. I turn off every single breaker in my only electrical panel in the house. Dryer's still going. I was just like,
Huh.
Everything was totally off in our house. Yeah.
Where's this fucking coming from? So now, like,
Your fucking neighbor is
I'm
just, like,
literally
paying for the
like,
bill.
and I checked the full outside of my house, couldn't find a main, because the thing is, I don't know what the fuck the difference is between electrical code in New Jersey and Texas, because I mean, like, it could be vastly different. In New Jersey, you have a main, like any main panel will have a main shutoff, and that means like you flip that big ass switch, it's probably like a 200 amp breaker, and it'll kill all the power in your whole house.
Right, except for your dryer.
This panel I have, normally speaking,
dry clothes,
normally speaking,
regardless.
What if
also
there's a
the dryer.
storm or emergency situation? You need that dryer.
That's the fucking thing.
That's where you hide from the storm and
Yeah.
you spin.
I don't know if like the panels just don't have mains in Texas or something. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they just don't have mains.
I had that growing
asked
up,
Jack
so
and
I don't
Jeff.
know.
They're both like, nah, we don't have any. We don't have main breakers.
Yeah,
in
see,
our
we had them
panel.
in Dallas, so
And
I
I'm
have
like,
no idea.
maybe it's
I
just
think
not
they
a
normally-
fucking thing.
They're not
I
in
don't
the
know.
panel, but they're like a separate one. It's like a.
See, even that's weird. That
like
doesn't
this
work like
big.
that in
Yeah,
Texas.
it's like the Jurassic Park
Or in
lever,
Austin.
like
Yeah.
In,
make sure the T-Rexes
well,
are
I mean,
Yeah.
even the panel I have is like, I don't know, maybe there's like 12 slots on each side. Like most panels I'm used to installing is like fucking 30 slots, and
Yeah.
like you have the big ass main at the top. I even opened the panel to make sure like the wires weren't spliced in the panel and they was
Right.
just not attached to a breaker, which is also possible. That'd
Right.
be insane if someone did that.
Yeah. Seems like it's not the code.
Open the whole thing. Looked great. I was actually impressed with how neat it was. I was like, great work. Like
Yeah.
I literally called Lindsay over. I was like, this is great work.
He's like, this looks awesome. Meanwhile, the dryer's like,
No, yeah, I did. The dryer was like, kill me, kill me. I was like, shut up.
It's even better calling me over because he's like, Lindsay, come check this out. This is amazing. I'm like, this is gibberish to me.
She's like, what is? I don't know. I was like, Lindsay, this is
Spaghetti.
insanity. There's no double poles. They actually put all the ground terminals under the ground wires under their own terminals. That's crazy. People always
Man.
double up.
Wow.
The neutrals are separate. Like
What?
people
That
don't
was my
separate the
face.
neutrals.
serious?
Yeah, they're all on separate
Wow.
terminals. You see, the thing is, people run out of terminals on the bus and they don't add a new terminal block. These people had enough terminals on the terminal
I
block.
hate when I can't find a seat on the bus.
You know what I mean?
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Because you carry, like, you attach it, and that's how you get 240 volts. You see,
Right.
like, the bus
Like Europe.
has 240 volts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you attach the double pole breaker, you get a 120 side and another 120 side.
That's
That
like
makes
the
it
double decker
240.
bus. Yeah.
300.
You got
Perfect.
it. You got
Yeah.
it. Perfect math.
Yeah.
enough
I
to
learned-
run a dryer, my friend.
Yeah, a dryer
now-
and some.
Yeah.
I'm
Get that
basically
fabric softener in there.
at the point with my dryer, like focusing just on the dryer, either A, my dryer's still broken and I have 240 volts, or my dryer could have been fine the entire time and I've almost certainly broken it now, like cutting all the wires and fixing
absolutely,
everything,
yeah.
and it was always just 120 volts.
Has it ever worked?
No, it's worked fine. It just stopped working. It was just like the heat just stopped
Maybe
working
your
one
fucking
day.
neighbor flipped a breaker or something.
He might have. I might have to go like, hello, knock on the fucking door.
excuse me, I think I'm stealing
So I
your
have
power.
no fucking idea. And I've been in both of my attics and I wandered around and couldn't find any more panels.
Both of your attics?
I have.
Yeah.
Well, I have one.
It's like separated?
Yeah, it's
Garage
separate.
attic and then
we
main
have one in the
Oh, okay,
garage.
okay.
Which is on the first floor, so it's like
Are
a
you renting
second
that out
floor
yet?
attic. Not yet.
Sure.
Okay.
And then we have
we
one
did
on the
make sure that
second
no
floor.
homeless people were living in there, though.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
that
scared the
did
shit
happen.
out of me, by
Yeah.
the way.
That's what we did. We were like, okay, some stuff went missing, although I forgot where it was.
It was
You know,
just
so
Lindsay
we're
being a
missing.
fucking
Yeah.
idiot,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But we just want to double check. You know, weird shit happens. We
Yeah,
just moved
sure.
in. so
Again,
we-
Lindsay
yeah.
being an idiot basically
Yeah.
made me call the police at like
Yes.
1 in the morning.
You were scared too.
I wasn't.
I
I was
held
just like, I kept telling her over and over again. I was like, we're gonna look like fucking idiots when we call the police.
Did you at least call like the police and
Yep.
not 911?
Yes.
Because
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
a retard.
We're not
Good.
assholes.
I was like, they're gonna show up.
Nothing's gonna.
Nothing's gonna be here. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're gonna look like fucking idiots. And she was just like, what if someone murders us? And I was just like,
Well, then we won't
fine.
feel bad about
Yeah,
it.
fine.
We did.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
So I called the police department. I fucking pulled up the number, or Lindsay did. I can't remember who.
Yeah,
called.
I want to clarify. I remember you saying, "I feel like I'll sleep safer if we go ahead and do it." And I was like, "Okay, Mike."
I guess, but I mean, I'm sure I
know
probably,
that kind of
I'm
talk.
sure
I
I
mean,
probably
look,
said it
it's like-
because you were just beating me over the head with it. And I was like,
If the police have walked around my house and go, "You're all good," I will sleep safer. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
absolutely.
I'm more as like, I'm not.
And then
gonna
they just
sleep
shoot you in the head.
if Lindsay's fucking complaining. Dude,
Okay, good night.
I would haunt the shit out of those cops if I
Absolutely.
got killed.
Yes.
So yeah, and I think I told the story, but basically it was like 2 weeks after we moved into our house, we called the fucking cops and we were just like, can you fucking check our attic? So no one's like gonna murder us in our sleep.
I'm afraid
And
of the boogeyman.
The best part, the cop, like they were super nice about it.
Yeah.
Like, clearly they weren't doing shit anyway. They were just like, fuck it, we got something to do.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like an older guy, like a veteran cop. He was probably like in his 40s, and then a
Yeah,
younger
like 2
kid.
days from retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was still like 5 years from retirement.
Oh, okay.
And then like a younger kid, like right out of the academy.
The rookie.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, the kid couldn't have been more than 20.
I'm
He was,
going in.
probably
Yeah.
19 or 20, and he was a ginger, so it was even funnier.
Please tell me the old man made the young kid do everything.
No, he
No.
didn't. He
No.
didn't. But it was funny because
He wasn't taking any shit.
he was
though.
about He was about like your height.
Yeah.
And he was
The
just
old
like,
man?
yeah.
Yeah.
You keep calling him an old man. The guy was like in his
Older.
40s.
Yeah, the
Again.
elderly man.
Yeah, so he's just like, we're here. Like he was in like the tan police outfit.
Ooh.
And the like
Reno style.
yeah, like
one.
Reno style. The kid was in like fucking bright blue, had the vest on, like I just graduated from the academy.
I polished my badge this morning,
yeah.
sir.
Which kind of vest? Like a cloth vest or like?
No,
he was
it was
wearing, like-
bulletproof. They had a bulletproof vest. They did. Yeah.
Shit wasn't happening in that attic.
He wasn't taking any chances.
Riot gear.
So the
going
best
on.
part is, I'm already saying we're gonna look like an idiot. They got the call ahead of time. They're like, "Oh, hey, what's the thing?" And I was like from the get go, I was like, "So,
Look, guys.
this is fucking stupid." I wasn't like, "There's someone up there, go get him." I was like, "I shouldn't have called you."
Yeah.
And clearly
we're
we did.
morons.
And then from the
No.
beginning, they were like, "No, that's that's our job. That's why we're here. Don't worry about it. That you guys are fucking idiots. You are idiots, but we're not mad.
okay, you're paying
Don't worry about
taxpayers,
it." Right,
mad.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, we don't mind that you're fucking stupid. It's fine. We deal with
Yeah.
retards like you all the time."
Yeah.
So they come in, and then the kicker is within 5 minutes, not even fucking a minute, because they walk into our front door and they decide to check the garage attic first. So it's like through our house,
Right.
through the kitchen into the garage. As he's walking through the living room, Lindsay was playing Banjo-Kazooie, like
Yeah.
beforehand. Obviously it's like Banjo-Kazooie. Let's call it cops. I'm gonna call
Yeah.
them up, take a break from Banjo-Kazooie. So the guy walks through the living
Yeah.
room. The younger kid, of course, immediately sees Banjo-Kazooie, and he's like, "Banjo-Kazooie, I love that
Nice.
game." He's like, "Oh yeah," and we're like, "Yeah, cool, yeah." So
like finishing my
go
playthrough.
shoot that guy upstairs.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Cool." And then he's like, "You don't work at Rooster Teeth, do you?" And we're like,
Oh, my-
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I like your video." I like your video. Like he almost fanned out and then like
man.
Saw his
pulled it
bosses
together
there,
because the
yeah.
other cops are like, "The fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?"
He hears like his sergeant like in the background just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
don't do
yeah,
it,
yeah.
dude.
But it was
Yeah.
actually really funny because like, so then they go up. He opens the garage and the guy's like, the older cop. He's like, "Gonna be up there, blah, 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 police department." And he's like, "I'll fucking shoot your ass."
No,
He didn't say that exactly.
He was
but-
like, "We have the
Paraphrase.
dogs. We'll send up the dogs." I'm like, "There aren't any."
And then he looks at,
fucking dogs
he
here."
literally's like, he's like, "We're gonna send the dogs up." My first thought is like, it's a fold down ladder to an attic. I'm like, how the fuck is a dog
they're just
hanging
gonna
up
grab
there?
him by
They
the
just
leash
take
and
him
just
just like, what?
Yeah,
Get up there!
the dog just like waiting to get stabbed by the
Doing
guy
that
that's
thing
hanging
where you
up
pick
there.
dogs up
Yeah.
and hate it. Like, you just-
But the best part is he's like, the guy, and he's like yelling up the ladder. He's like, "We're gonna send the dogs up," and he looks at us and he's like, he like shakes his head like, "There's no dog."
We like thumbs up, like
and we're like,
we know
"Okay."
you're lying.
So
That'll
the
scare him.
best part is
He
like,
just like brings a corgi around the corner.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just like, I'm a.
He's rubying it. Like,
So-
what do you see?
he goes up there, looks around, he's like, which is even startling. Like, I think it's total bullshit. We're so stupid, whatever.
Yeah.
The first thing he says when he goes up there and he's like, "There's a bed up here." And I'm like, "Oh my God, like there's a bed? Someone's sleeping up there?"
I
And
was like, "Holy shit, we were right."
and we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, there's an old bed frame right there." And we're like, "Oh,
Bed frame,
He literally
yeah.
walks up and he's like, "There's a bed up here."
That's
and
like-
my brain is like, "Oh my God, someone's living
living
up
in
there."
the
I look
attic.
up there and it's like the metal frames for a bed shoved into a corner. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." So then he's
You
like,
know, the homeless guy. Every night he goes
folds it
out.
out,
He gets the
yeah.
bed together and just lies on the
That's
floor,
my-
like in the middle of
my
the bed.
socket set keeps going missing every time, and this is why.
You just,
Don't
like,
you love it when your foot hangs out of the bed? It's like up the
You
under
just like
the
to
frame.
imagine
Like,
the feel.
Yeah, he's feeling kind of warm. He just sticks his foot out.
Yeah.
The
Well, to be
side.
fair, Carrie, there's not a lot of room up there, so he has to like pack it away every day if,
Yeah.
if you want space for activities.
What's he do his
Yeah.
Pilates?
Like, just do his
yeah.
stretches and stuff.
He's
The
gonna
bed
fuck
would
with
just
my Halloween decorations.
take
up
up
there
way
later,
too
yeah.
much. So they're dicking around up there, right? And I'm just kind of like staying out of the way because, especially with police, what I learned with like working in people's homes is like there's nothing more fucking annoying than a homeowner being like, "What are you doing? What's happening? What are you doing?" It's like I called the cops. We're standing right nearby. I'll be here if you have any questions. I'm not gonna be like, "Is there anybody up there? Just shoot him.
Yeah.
Shoot that guy." It's just like,
Sir,
I'll
can
be
I
over
shoot
here.
him?
So we go and we're sitting in the kitchen, right? And they're like finishing up the attic and they're coming down there. And Lindsay looks at me and she's like, "I just heard something. I heard something else." I'm like, "What?" And she's like whispering to me like, I think someone's near the front door. Someone's near the front door." I'm like, "Yeah, those are the other cops." We look at the front door. There's like 6 more
Yeah, I
police
was like,
officers
why are there so many
just
more
in our
cops here?
house. And now it's like 1:30.
That's just like a party.
It was literally like they checked the attic. There was
hobo
nothing
party.
there, and the guy was like, "Yeah, guys, there's nothing here. If you want to hang out, just fucking swing on by."
be
I'm
right
not
back.
kidding.
They get some chips and queso.
The two of them showed up in one cop car. 10 minutes later, there was like 4 cop cars out front of our house, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. There had to be like 7 police officers in our house.
Just chatting.
Half of them didn't even talk to us. Like they walked in the front door, stopped at the front door, and were just shooting the shit. Like, so anyway, I turned the corner, it's like,
That's why when your neighbors cut off the
man.
power to the dryer. They're
we
like,
brought
"Oh, these
the
are bad
dog.
people."
Well, it'd be fine, Care, if they cut off all the power. They cut off half of it,
Yeah.
okay?
Although,
confuse the shit out of you.
So yeah, and then they all packed up the shit and left.
say, we've never felt safer than when that guy was like, I'm a fan. I'm like, if anyone's going to take a bullet for us, it's going to be that
It's the
guy.
kid with the gun and a bulletproof vest. They'll be like, I love Rooster Teeth, Michael.
Yes, kills the guy.
Please get down.
I want to see Off Topic 100.
I know.
You're not taking rage quit from me.
God.
Very nice kid.
I hope
appreciate.
he's watching. If
Yeah.
you are,
That
thank
was
you.
very nice of them. This seems
Yeah,
like they
to
were
show
really
up, they
nice
were
about it.
super nice. They weren't like "fuck you" at all. They were like,
All right.
like
Yeah.
going in.
Crazy
He's like, "Oh, what's the
assholes.
problem?" And they're like, "Oh, we're hearing some things in the attic." Like again, as I'm telling Lindsay, like houses make noise.
Yeah.
But I think we may have like a squirrel or some shit like that
Oh,
up there,
nice.
just because the previous homeowner was telling us that.
Make him a pet.
It'll
Yeah.
Yeah, feed him.
It'll get
So it's like
electrocuted to death
I
at
was
some
trying
point.
to
Throw
give
him in the
him.
dryer and tumble him to shit.
It's like I knew it was bullshit,
You
and I
won't get
called
warm
him.
and all of it.
Yeah.
I called him to satisfy Lindsay, but I was trying to not come across like a crazy person, like rah, 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 rah. And he was like, "So basically, why did you call us?" And I'm trying to give him like legitimate reasons, and I'm like, "Well, we've heard some like footsteps or something in the attic, which I know is not a person. Like I knew it was a rodent, but
Yeah,
I was
it's not-
like, I can tell him that, and he'll go up there and find shit and won't think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But then Lindsay keeps chiming in like, "Yeah, and one of our ravioli cans went missing."
It's gone.
And I'm like,
It's gone. It's absolutely gone. I don't know where it went. Was it the can opener too?
It was a can opener was missing and a can of raviolis was missing. And I
There
said
was
to
like
Lindsay,
a quarter of our orange juice was missing.
I said to
have
Lindsay,
no idea.
I was like,
I have no
I was
idea.
like, we may have eaten the can of raviolis, okay?
Let's not
I
bring-
don't remember it. It's definitely not like I know they were here and they're gone. It was more of like, didn't we have a giant can of raviolis? Did we eat
we
that? And she's like, we didn't eat it. No, it's gone.
someone ate
took it. And I'm like,
Did you tell
oh,
them
whatever. That's
before
weird.
or after they went in the attic? Like, did they
No,
know?
it was
to look-
before. It was
Okay.
right when they opened the
They
door.
knew to look for raviolis.
No,
in the
they were
attic,
they were on the
I
lookout
said
for
that on
can.
the phone when I called the police. I was
She
like,
kept saying it. I'm like, stop saying that. That makes us sound
Stop
fucking
mentioning the
stupid.
goddamn Italian food.
I want
And
that
then-
ravioli back.
The only
Bring it
kicker
back.
is like I know we just bought a brand new can opener like when we moved into the house. Of
course.
And
We gotta
I,
get to
like,
raviolis
I
somehow.
remember buying it, okay, because
Are we
Roland was a
animals?
piece of shit. I'm looking for this fucking can opener and I can't find it. Then after the raviolis, because like whatever, I'll have a smaller can. I get a smaller can. I'm like, fuck, where's the can opener? And Lindsay's like, that's it, it's gone. He took the can opener and the raviolis.
We are gonna die tonight.
Someone's living in our house. They took
That
the can opener,
homo
raviolis.
bastard.
She's like, I know for a fact. I put the fucking can opener in this drawer. We bought it because I know I bought it at the store. Like I remember getting it at Walmart.
Right,
And
yeah.
she's like, it's in this drawer. It's not there. And like that was the basis of someone is in our house.
Yeah.
The raviolis are gone and the can opener's
Yeah. I
gone.
almost went up there
So she
myself
keeps telling
to
the
get it
cop that, and I'm like, stop saying
Someone
that.
almost been in the attic, like
So it's like-
scooping ravioli. Like,
Just uncooked raviolis.
You don't need to cook them,
He's
Carrie.
sitting in
He's
bed.
feeding the
it's
need.
Chef
That's the
Boyardee.
thing. It was Chef Boyardee.
There you go. So
Yeah.
he's just like
And
going
it
to
was,
town.
it was the giant can, Jeremy. He could have lived up there for 2 weeks with it,
Yeah.
okay? So she's like, yeah.
He's
Plus,
gonna portion that shit.
I was like, hey, we're hearing some shit in our attic. You know, we just bought the house. We haven't been up there yet. And then the cop's like, oh, that's understandable. And she's like, yeah, and the can opener and the raviolis are missing too. And I was like, shut up. So they all leave. They're like, you know, I'm like, oh, sorry, we're so stupid, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, don't worry about it, blah, 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 blah. Totally fine. But on the way out, he's like, don't know what to tell you about that missing raviolis, though. He's like, you'll have to get to the bottom of that. And I'm just like, God damn it. God,
Also,
we look
your
so
wife should take her
fucking
medication.
stupid.
Yeah, it's like a second
the
homo
kids, the
eating
kids
it.
leaving
Yeah.
like, man, those Rooster Teeth people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Shut
just
your
like,
mouth.
I can't believe they're making
idiots.
content. This is
It's like,
crazy.
God, I am, ugh.
I like to think there's a second hobo eating the ravioli in the
It's like-
bed frame, and he's like, "Don't eat in the bed!" And the person is like sitting in the middle of it, like,
I'm sorry. I was hungry.
It's good
It's
though.
cold
like,
out.
You know, like I said, went up there to look for the magical electrical panel. Didn't see any homeless people.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No
Didn't
hobo
see any.
skeletons.
Didn't see
I
any.
bet.
Yeah.
He may have cleared out by now.
What
"Thought
if
there was
he's
an
in the
open can of
wall?
ravioli."
He could have been. I think maybe he heard the cops coming, flattened himself, slid down the
Yeah.
wall,
Hid the ravioli in
Yeah,
the
his
wall.
head in the wall. Yeah, like, have you ever seen Matrix?
Yeah, it's true.
Morpheus did it.
Yeah.
Neo did it.
Yeah, they're right
Cats
there.
do
They're
it.
right there all the time. That kind of looks like that slat wall.
The
wait,
agents
wait.
were like the cops. They just
Yeah.
didn't punch the wall and rip Morpheus out of my
sniffing.
fucking.
I had a million dead cats in my
Bathroom.
wall growing up. Who's
You
to say
had
there's not
one.
a dead hobo in my house?
Did you
right
guys
now?
try and get it out? Like a bird or anything?
No, you put in more cats.
Yeah,
No,
you put in more
no,
cats.
get
and-
the
A
cat out.
bird, yes.
Have you guys been watching season 10 on repeat like I have?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, just started watching it.
We watched
It
2
just came out.
episodes
I've
last
watched
Well, it came out.
5.
Wasn't that from last year and they just now put it on Netflix?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But I'm
yeah.
saying watching it on repeat on Netflix.
Yeah.
It just came
I've
out on
already
Netflix
watched,
like
like,
2
all season
days
twice
ago.
now. Yeah.
I watched the first 5 episodes, but I have watched the new episode 3 times already.
I haven't seen the new episode yet. Is it
You
good?
suck.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
They're getting crazier and crazier.
For me,
still.
the pilot is, or the season premiere is Charlie McDennis. Charlie McDennis
shit.
2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's pretty good.
Have you seen the gang kills Mac's dad?
No.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Wait, was that in the last
yes,
season?
you have.
You saw
one?
it last season.
You've
It was
seen
last
every
season,
single
yeah.
episode.
It's fucking Charlie's
It's
mom.
the fucking episode when Charlie's mom's like,
Yeah.
Luther was in my mouth
Luther
and
was in my-
Eduardo
that's
was
right,
in my butt.
Yes.
And then Luther was in Eduardo's butt.
Yeah, and then like they finished.
I was left out of the finale.
And then they
Now I
finished on
remember.
each other. I wasn't part of the finale.
Now I remember that
Yeah,
episode.
you definitely saw that episode. Trust
fucking
me.
Mac.
That happens all the time, though.
My dad was asserting dominance.
My dad finished first. He was asserting dominance.
Then he allowed Eduardo to finish on himself.
That happens to me a lot, though. I mean, we watch entire movies where I don't remember. I'm like, oh, fucking no. Did you
Yeah,
watch
but
that?
it's like
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to think. If someone asks you, "Have you seen blank Sonny?" Just say yes, because
Yeah.
you've seen every episode.
What was that movie with Sigourney Weaver and Taylor Lautner?
Oh God! Oh God!
I couldn't
Sigourney
remember.
Weaver.
Sigourney
Wait,
Weaver?
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
hate
that was shit. I don't remember, and I accidentally bought that movie because it was
That
some.
wasn't
it was
Chronicle,
some.
was it?
No. It was some
No.
piece of shit movie with something like Thriller.
I remember you
with,
guys talking about that on something
with
else.
Taylor Lautner, and I rented it from Redbox at the CVS right next to the
Yeah.
old office.
Ruth.
And then I was too fucking lazy to bring it back, so then I like they're just like, you paid for it, and so you own it now. So I bought that movie with Taylor Lautner. I can't remember what it was, and Sigourney Weaver was in it, and Barbara was over our house watching it. So the first time she came on screen, Barbara was like, "I love Sigourney Wiener," so we laughed because that was unintentional.
And then like 30 seconds go by and she went, Weaver.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. She
like,
said it. She
did she
said
just say
it,
Weaver?
and I was like, no one said anything. Like I was like, I don't know if I misheard her or not. No one questioned it. And like 20 seconds went by, and she goes, Weaver. And then the whole room goes, "You did say Sigourney Wiener. I thought you said Sigourney Wiener." It was like me, Lindsay, Barbara, Andrew, maybe was
Maybe,
over.
or Gavin or something like that.
So it was like 4 or 5 people were over.
Yeah.
That and
was-
then what was it? Abduction. That
Oh,
was it.
there
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Taylor Lautner's like this on the cover. It's something
was
like
it
that.
right around the time like Taken came out?
Maybe.
No,
Like, you know, there's, like,
it was,
two
it was well
movies
after
that come
Taken.
out
It was
and,
probably
like-
closer to like Taken 2. It was
what
years
movie this
after.
is.
No, you don't
It
wanna watch
was. I don't even remember. I don't remember anything about it, but it was
I just know
fucking
Sigourney Weaver hated
unwatchable.
balloons. She didn't
It
like
was. It was no. The plot was like Taylor Lautner found missing photos, like missing child posters of him when he was a kid in like the beginning of the movie. So he thinks his parents kidnapped him as
It's
a
like
child.
the girl in the milk carton, but in shitty
But Taylor
movies.
Lautner
Lautner
on the internet,
on a
and he
milk
was
carton.
like, "Oh, this is me, bro." And then the movie takes place. So I
Was he
remember
Reese
that.
Brandon?
And
That's my
Yeah.
nose.
yeah, he was. And then there was a line. There was a line in the movie. Sigourney Weaver had an amazing line where she was like saving. She was a good guy. She was like saving Taylor Lautner and like getting him out of there somehow. So she walks into somewhere that has a bunch of security cameras, and she has a bunch of fucking balloons with her, and she goes, "I hate balloons," and lets them go, and then they block the security camera.
Of course,
It's
perfect.
like that was
Oh,
that was
damn.
like the David Caruso like. I hate balloons, and then she fucking let him go. There were so many one-liners in that movie. Like it's the best
just all
movie to watch
one-liners.
once and never watch again.
I don't remember a
I don't-
single bit of it.
I don't
watched
wanna
that
It
watch
was
movie.
atrocious,
once.
but it was funny atrocious. Not like Fantastic Four, kill me. I
That
just
was
want it
awful.
to end. It's
I'm
so
out.
boring, atrocious.
Have you guys seen it? I don't know about
No,
you.
Michael explained it like play by
No.
play.
It's just so boring.
I understand what they were trying to go for because the original comic was all about the human
You talking
drama.
about the newer one?
Yeah,
I'm sure what they're going for is we need to extend our license. That's what they were going for.
Yeah.
See, like,
It's like
Like,
as
typically,
much
right.
as everyone jokes about the old Fantastic Four movies, like the 2000 one,
Yeah. They were
like the
better.
first one, easily better. Than
Yeah.
this. Like as corny and like lame as it is, like it's cheesy in some parts.
Sure.
It's still like, but they went for it.
But that was when they were
They
figuring out
made
comic book
Fantastic
movies
Four,
again.
and it was, and you know, I mean, it was early 2000s. They didn't
Yeah.
have special effects like they have now.
Yeah.
Like it was night and day.
So they did a good job of trying to like stay true to the comic, but in movie form,
doing
was
it in a
just
really
so
boring, shitty way.
Boring because everyone's just talking, and again, it's like, Jeremy, what's wrong? Why is this happening?
Well, I mean, there's like no fucking
Like,
superpowers.
yeah,
They don't
that's
do shit. The movies, there's like 5 sets in the whole movie, and
Yeah.
like 4 of them are in a lab somewhere. You know, it takes half the movie, at least half the movie, to get their powers until the experiment happens, and then right afterward, it cuts to a year later, and they're just like, again, still in like laboratories, being like, oh, we know how to use our powers now. It's like, no, watching you learn how to
Yeah.
use your powers is the coolest part about the fucking origin story.
Why
There's no
isn't-
point in having an origin story if I don't fucking see it. The best part
Yeah.
about Spider Iron Man 1 is he's like, I'm trying to climb the wall. Oh, I fell off the wall. I can see. I can kind of do
Let
things.
me do this
like,
for some reason.
Whoa, this is weird.
No,
like,
what?
It's sort of working. Like, that's the best part. And there's none of that in the movie.
Why isn't every superhero movie just copying Iron Man 1?
It cuts to, it literally cuts to a year later. They all have their powers. They're learning to use their powers. Like, clearly they're, like, running tests.
Right.
But at the same time, all they've done in the last year is try to recreate the machine so they can get rid of their powers. So it's like, it makes no sense in the plot line of, like, why the fuck would you be wasting your time learning how to use your powers if you're spending all your free time trying to figure out how to get rid of them? Like, it doesn't make any sense. They don't save a single goddamn person in the whole movie. There's no, like, just... generic,
they even, like, save themselves.
There's
like
no generic like stop that thief, stop that mugger. You know what I mean? Just like again in Fantastic Four, the first one, fucking thing saved that fire truck from falling off the bridge, and all these people were like, "Oh my God, you're a monster." But
He looks
like, Fantastic
exactly.
Four.
You look scary, but you're a good person.
None of that happens. There's no like the world interaction with the Fantastic Four, and
Even,
it's
like,
just
Doom isn't
boring.
until the
I was gonna
end,
say,
right?
Doctor Doom is like so loosely connected, which I understand if
Doom
they're
is, like,
if they're
right
trying to
near
build
the
that
end.
up, but like again, nothing happens as far as them being like, hey, like we're superheroes now. Like, oh yeah, we have this awesome power and responsibility. Like nothing.
Even like Chris Evans, like the first movie wasn't that great, but he made Johnny Storm. Like he was like a cocky prick, and then he could fucking turn into a fireball. And he's like, "Oh, want to bang me, ladies? I can make fire."
I'm so
It's
hot.
like that's a character there. Like there's development, and it's like he's a prick, but whatever. Like stuff's happening. None of that shit is in the new one. It's just really baffling.
So would you say like what? Like 6 out of 10?
Oh, less than that. What did Rotten Tomatoes give it?
I have no idea.
was terrible.
Like
Holy
honestly, it's
shit.
like 3. At
Yeah,
the
it's
end.
bad.
Like it meets the qualifications of being.
Here's
a
how
movie.
bad
There
it
are
is.
4 of them.
We saw Pixels
Yeah.
with his nephews over the break, and
I'm
like
sorry.
obviously, well, no. Here's
Yeah.
the thing. After watching Fantastic Four, I was like, Pixels is better.
Pixels
than
is
Fantastic
definitely more
Four.
of a
Wow.
movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like while
You know the
Pixels,
tagline of Laser
while
Team, right?
Pixels, yeah,
Better than Pixels.
It's true.
Oh, shit.
While
That is
Pixels
good.
goes for
Ghostbusters.
like the lowest common denominator of just like anything kids will laugh at. My nephews literally laughed the entire fucking movie. There were still like differences. Like everything was fucking stupid in the movie.
Right.
Like, oh, Kevin James is the president, and he's best friends with Adam Sandler, and he just drives on into the White House
he
and,
still-
and walks into like cabinet meetings. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I'm making a joke. I'm Adam Sandler."
Does he deliver
See ya.
packages? Like
No,
No.
he's like a I don't know if he's like a TV repairman or like electronic repairman.
like a Geek
guy.
Squad.
Basically,
Yeah.
he's basically like Geek Squad.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why he's there.
Like, female
the
character is
president's
not
like,
very
"Hey, buddy, I
interesting."
need
Yeah.
you." But
you
it's
just fix
still a
his TV?
movie. It's
Yeah.
still like there's like 50 different sets. You know, they keep going different places. Things happen.
that's a big thing for you. They need to go places.
Yeah.
I would like it. You know,
Different sets.
It's
Yeah.
a
Go
different
places and
environment.
How do you feel about
places.
Reservoir Dogs?
That's a good movie.
Reservoir Dogs is good.
That's a great
Reservoir
movie.
Dogs.
Because
Dogs.
even though it stays in one, I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Yeah.
It's like it's not a lot of like going places,
Yeah.
but everything that happens with their drama, as far as the connection, absolutely goes
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
lot of
But
places.
it's like,
yeah.
and there's
So
movies
what
that
you're
say
saying
like.
is Pixels, Reservoir Dogs. Can,
Yes.
can we confirm
Yes.
that?
Laser Team.
Well, like I think I'm saying
Whoa.
you're saying like a comparison with Reservoir Dogs is I keep saying
Dogs.
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 I'm
You're picking up Jeremy.
dogs out.
I'm not.
Are you in the attic? We'll get the dogs.
Well, I mean, no. What it is like I'm just getting drunk. It's my accent coming out. It's
Do you
like,
think the
the dog
dogs-
is East Coast? That's
Well,
why.
you
What if
have
the
to
dogs
draw.
eat the ravioli?
Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy,
Dogs.
did you say
Ravioli.
did you say drawer or draw? Open the draw.
Draw.
I always said draw.
Draw.
And then I got here and everyone's like, it's drawer. And it's like
That's like so long
it's
to
like
say.
drawer.
I'm not gonna
throwing
waste
up
a
the word.
syllable
Open the
on
draw.
a shelf.
Check the draw.
I have good
do you
non-regional
call your underwear?
dialect.
Underwear?
Underwear.
Or
Underwear.
boxer
You
Draws.
call them like draws.
Your draws.
No, see, I don't.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no, I never did that.
Well, you had rum and rough, which I love, and
Okay,
you shouldn't
rum.
get rid
Yeah,
of.
rum
yeah.
is the.
Yeah.
What are you
call
saying?
it?
What word are you
I
trying
have
to say
room.
right now?
You're saying room.
Room.
You're saying room, but he says
Oh.
rum.
Like you have a
Put it
bedroom.
in the rum.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you meant like rum.
No.
No, like
That's
a bedroom,
Boston.
like a
sure,
bathroom.
yeah.
Well, how do you
know.
say rum? Alcohol.
Rum.
They say
Rum
the same
and
thing.
rum.
rum and rum.
Yeah,
There's
it's
there's-
rum and rum.
There's rum in the rum.
Bedroom.
Oh yeah.
Bedroom.
Bedroom.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't
Try
say
it.
roof. I say roof.
Oh, okay.
But I say rum. Yeah,
You're not a
bedroom.
dog.
Okay.
I'm not
a fucking animal.
No,
Okay.
you said rough in some Let's Builds, and I was like, never get rid of this.
Was I
never
talking
get
about
rid of your
rough,
accent.
like the opposite of smooth?
No, you're talking about a roof for sure.
Or was he speaking as a dog, like in the
Yeah.
dialect?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
possible.
in different countries, different animals say different things. Like in Spanish, dogs say "gua."
That's not accurate. That is.
If that's true, that's stupid.
There was no
Allegedly.
such thing
So
as
I
a
was educated.
Spanish dog.
What?
Yeah,
Gua?
yeah, "gua."
You don't go to Spain, they're like, El Wolf?
Yeah.
You're like, no, like,
They don't fucking. The dogs don't actually say that though. They still go arf 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 arf.
Well, there's
No,
like
no,
a,
it's like
a,
woof, woof.
in Japanese
Is that
too, like
French?
Yeah.
Nyan cat.
You
the
knew.
whole point.
Yeah.
In Japanese,
I
like,
immediately was like French dog.
God. In Japanese for cat, it's like nyan cat is like nyan. It's like Cat meow.
The sound
Like,
a cat
meow,
makes?
meow,
You
meow.
ever hear a dog go, suck my bark?
There-
do.
There is a
the
special
buck.
French way that geese make noise. I'll have to look that up later.
Yeah.
Geese just sound like assholes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always pissed.
Yeah.
There's never a
Geese
happy goose.
fucking suck,
Yeah.
dude. They're
They
pieces
go for your
of
dick.
shit. They go for your fingers, your dick.
Yeah, anything they can clip
your
off.
face,
Dick out
anything they
around
can like.
geese a lot?
Look, man.
They'll honk you. They'll
You
honk
ran
you
out of bread
real
at some
good.
point, you know?
It's
Yeah.
like they try and dock with your dick and
Yeah.
their beak.
Not even dick. I've had geese attack my tits, and that's
Well,
real honk.
not even
Shockingly,
dick, so it didn't
a
attack
goose
your
hasn't
dick?
attacked your
No.
dick before.
Yeah, that's really.
my
that's
my
really
dick was
weird.
safe. I tucked it back.
She had one, but it was gone now.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest-
it's
rest in
like
peace.
free surgery.
She was holding it. It bummed me out.
Just really bummed you out.
My name used to
I
be
felt
Larry.
different about it.
Now it's Lindsay.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's a good
Move
L.
on. Yeah.
L to
Yeah.
L transition. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Cats don't say yan.
They don't.
Yeah. Meow.
Yan.
Japanese.
Have you ever heard a
cats
cat
do.
make an N sound?
No.
I don't know.
Yan. It's like, if I heard a cat say that, I'd be like, fuck.
I'm just saying. I'll look
doing?
up a list. There's a list
What
online.
are you doing,
Dude, I was pissed.
What
Like,
are you doing?
it's
bilingual.
I had someone show up to clean all the carpets in my house the other day because it's like I was walking around my house. I was like, something smells bad.
It's probably your
in
shitty
my house.
couch.
And it's
It's got milk in it.
It's your moldy
I was like,
couch.
something smells really bad. So one of my cats been pissing in the corner of a room for a while.
Oh, God.
Like
Oh.
God knows how long because
Yeah.
we never go in that room.
Cat
So-
piss is the worst smell in the world.
It's
It
awful.
sucks.
Terrible.
It's
It
awful.
sucks.
I worked in a lot of houses with cat piss.
So like I was like, fuck it, I want the carpets cleaned anyways. I'm just gonna call a guy, he'll clean everything, and then also like deal with that shit.
right, like
So-
heavy
That
duty
piss.
clean that
Exactly.
shit.
So
Yeah.
he comes up, he sprays the shit all over it. 2 days later, I'm like, still smells like piss. Like it has that ammonia smell.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
still smells
yeah.
like piss.
It goes like right through your nose.
Yeah,
like
the guy's
in your
like-
brain, and you're like,
I was
oh.
like, we'll give you the heavy duty treatment or something.
So he came back.
He was very nice. I'm doing a mean voice.
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, he was heavy duty. So he like
Fuck his shit
comes
up.
back, he like sprays all the
Was
shit.
this dude ripped? Because you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm back. You
the carpet
rip your
hung,
carpet.
and sprayed
Why
that
was
shit.
John
portraying
Cena
him
working
like he
on
shoved
the
his
carpet?
pig into the carpet and
He's just sitting there vacuuming.
So essentially, like tack boards and mat and everything were like rotted underneath. Like
Oh,
we
from
don't
the
know.
piss?
I guess, or we might have water getting in there too. We don't really know.
Piss
but
water.
Piss
yeah.
water's
Yeah,
terrible,
we're just like fucking. It was like gross. So we like locked the cats up. He comes back with like this sealant, like yesterday or 2 days ago. Puts it on the concrete. He's like, "This will get the smell out of the concrete. Cats won't piss here anymore. Like it's done. You gotta let it dry overnight. Keep the cats locked up." And we're like, "All right." So we like, we fold it down after it's dry, and let the cats out yesterday. And I'm off like opening because we got a treadmill in. So I'm like opening the treadmill, getting a bunch of shit out of the box, and like I look over right after we let them out. My cat's fucking sitting right there pissing. And I literally went, "You son of a bitch!" and like jumped up on the thing, like grabbed the cat off and like threw him back in the bedroom.
The carpet dude's gonna come back. He's gonna pick up your cat. He's gonna fucking punt your cat.
He's like, is he gonna punt it or fuck
Break it like
it? What was
bait.
that? You're like,
out of room.
The
You know,
big
look.
back break. Is
Yeah.
what you just did.
Yeah.
I will break you.
He was like, "They won't piss here anymore. Let the
Yeah.
cats out instantly. Piss there."
Cats will piss
What
wherever
is,
you
is
tell
that
them
like
not
a?
to.
Is there something buried there? Like, what is your cat?
There's just concrete
It's
there now
territory.
with like cat-proof sealant on it.
It's
or whatever.
territory.
not cat proof
Fuck you.
enough.
No.
That's the worst too. When you see the cat going into the crouch, like I'm gonna piss here, motherfucker.
He was. He was
You're
just like,
Here's,
Look you in the
here's
eye.
what you need to check though. Also, like while you're at it, is your cat running on 120 volts or 240?
I gotta look
because
that up.
if only one
Does he have the
leg
double
is
switch?
Is it
yeah,
one piss
yeah,
or
double
no?
pole, but you're
Yeah.
close.
Oh, it was fucking warm. I had
Have
to
you
soak that shit up.
guys? This is going back a little bit. Have you guys
Yeah.
seen the GIF of John Cena opening up a Christmas gift?
no.
Yeah.
It's the
Think so?
best fucking thing ever. Like,
course
he-
I have.
like there's like a Christmas gift on the side, and he opens it up, and he like looks in, and, like looks at the audience all excited, like, yeah. He picks up, it's a fucking chair. He's just like,
yeah,
Merry
yeah,
Christmas.
yes.
That's awesome.
right.
Sorry,
That's
I just
right.
thought that's my favorite gift
Wow,
ever.
another full
Wow.
glass, huh?
I will say this is how you pour it, Jeremy. That's
It's
the
pretty
only
looks great.
good.
Looks
That is a
pretty
good head.
Who's driving you home tonight?
my computer.
Because
It's,
I'm
it's a
not.
beautiful thing. It's like noon or whatever
I'm going
time it
afterwards.
is.
Have you seen the
Time, it's right there. It's 112.
It's 13:12.
yeah.
Yeah.
military time? Have
Math.
you seen the GIF
Or
of someone
British
that makes
time.
like?
Yeah.
Have you seen the people who make like really decorative pancakes? Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
look like people and
I've seen
shit.
the poutine pancakes.
And he
Yeah.
has like there's a
guy.
GIF of a dude making a Donald Trump one.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks fucking awesome. Like it looks exactly like him. And he flips it over. It's just John Cena.
It's
They
basically on
don't
the
have their
spot.
key card. Michael has to piss.
Yeah, you-
I do.
Key card. Who's got
I got
one?
it. No, I'll
give
do
it
it.
up.
I'll
Give
do
it
first.
up.
I do
There it
first.
is.
I'm gonna give
There's
you.
John
Oh,
Cena.
yeah, hang on. There's the
Watch
John
him
Cena
while
gift.
Michael goes to the bathroom.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's so fucking good.
Dude, I will say, like, I don't give a fucking crap about wrestling, but some of the greatest gifts ever are from wrestling.
Yeah.
So like I just don't care about
Someone
wrestling.
linked in that one. People like somebody asked, like a wrestler asked, like, "Do you have a chair?" The whole audience started.
Oh
picking
my
up
god,
their chairs and throwing them
is
in.
so insane. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, and it just
Where there's like
floods.
700 fucking
There's
chairs.
one dude that just gets buried. He just
There's
lays
a
on the
guy
ground and
that's
just
like,
like buried
it's a
by chairs.
sea of chairs.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
kidding.
my worst nightmare.
It's dozens and dozens and dozens of
Yeah,
chairs.
they just
Everyone's
keep
just
going.
throwing
First
them.
guy, like, if you're a wrestler and you get hit by something, you have to pretend like it really hurt. So, like, one of them hits him in the arm and he goes, like, oh, and, like, falls down, but he just gets buried
Yeah.
in
There's
chairs.
like 100 fucking chairs. One of my
worst way to
favorite gifts
die.
ever of all time is the Sting when he
Yeah.
pulls the mask of his own face off. That's fucking phenomenal. That's also another gif. You should fucking pull that up.
It's really
but it's like
fucking
somebody's walking into the arena. They're doing their entrance or whatever, and there's all these people in the crowd, and there's a guy with a Sting mask that I guess is like not a fan of this wrestler, and then he like hits him in the face with a fucking chair or something, and they're like, "Oh my god, that fan just hit him!" And he pulls off the Sting mask, and it's Sting wearing his makeup under the mask. It's the greatest fucking thing
It looks
ever.
amazing.
It's so
It's really
good.
good.
There's so many good wrestling gifts. I
Yeah.
fucking love Vince McMahon. Like that guy is the best over actor ever. Like
Over
anytime ever he fucking like there's a gif of him anything, he's
So I was just like,
Yeah.
like
He
he's
can
always
suck his
shocked.
chin
Which
in
is always
right
like,
past his neck.
Vince McMahon, he's like the head dude, the old
oh,
dude.
is he the?
Yeah.
Is that a penis gif? Is that him?
I don't know.
I think
maybe.
so.
Penis.
I
Is that a
don't
It's
know
like,
if he's
is
still. I assume Vince McMahon is.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
You made that face that I just made, so that's
Yeah.
probably him. He's
Okay.
like he's always wearing a suit. He's like
He
the
kinda looks like,
he's like the commissioner
James
of
Jameson
fucking
or whatever the
wrestling.
fuck his
Yes,
name is?
yes,
Yeah,
JJ
okay.
Jameson.
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I knew you were
And
talking
he's just like piece of shit, and he was just like, "Listen, asshole, you're gonna do what I tell you."
He's like
He,
the GMM or something.
Yeah, he like runs the wrestling commission or
GM.
whatever, but
don't know
I
what
don't
he's
know enough about wrestling to say what his actual position
he's-
is. But
he's not the
he-
COO, that's
no, he's
Triple
not the
H.
COO, but he's the HNIC.
Right.
So,
Hank?
yeah, you know what it means.
No, I
So
don't.
he's in charge.
Did I just say a bad word? What is
I'll tell
you
you
got
about
it.
it when you're
that?
older.
Yeah.
Karen.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
But he's great.
Can we all go to the bathroom at the same time?
That
should.
probably
Would
is
dead
ill-advised.
The,
But
the podcast would slow down.
here's
a
the
little.
thing:
It would.
it is ill-advised, but I don't know that it wouldn't be funny. The best.
I'll just wait for 30 seconds.
well, the best
Everyone
part.
take a break.
The best part would be like.
The audience can go to the bathroom.
It's an intermission.
Well, the thing is, anyone watching it after the fact is like.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Your sting.
Yeah.
Walked him in the head.
Yeah. Oh! Who saw it coming? Nobody.
Rob Van Dam,
Nobody.
look
Oh,
out!
dude,
Oh,
what a
he took it in
shitty
the
sting
head.
mask. Just kidding, bitch.
It's so
It's fucking awesome.
God damn.
The best part though would be for like anyone that's tuning in live if they turned it on right after we all left and it was
Yeah.
just a blank set. You know what we need for that though? We should do that like in a few weeks.
Yeah.
We need like a sign, like.
Be back soon.
Oh no! You know, like gone fishing, gone pissing.
And then do the kazoo thing.
Just put a gone pissing sign and then draw a little dick with like pee shooting out of it or something. And we'll
be
put
good.
it. We'll put it right.
Best
there.
part is
Whoa,
there's only
whoa,
two
whoa.
urinals.
Yeah.
You better be drawing a vagina next to a penis.
We
well.
gotta
I
just
want equality on
cross-stream.
that.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
We can
Yeah.
draw a vagina and a penis.
Thank
Yeah,
And
you got
piss coming out
one
of both
guy
of
in each
them.
urinal, and one guy with like 1 foot on each urinal.
Yeah.
And he just like goes between them.
Have you guys okay, guys?
I'm gonna
obviously
piss, though.
You go piss.
Piss in the woods a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Have
yeah.
you shat in the woods?
I've never
I-
shat in the woods. I'm
I've-
not a bear.
Simple
Well,
walk.
but in
Simple
in
walk?
certain
Yeah.
terms.
I've wet my ass with leaves before.
Yeah.
Oh no, we had toilet
Ugh.
paper. We just brought toilet paper. But
See,
yeah,
like,
no, I
okay.
shit in Simple Walk. Yeah.
All right, I mentioned that happened to me, and I got a lot of reaction of like, "Oh, that's terrible!" Like, especially as a woman, that's like awful. I'm like, "This is the
What?
same fucking
You
thing. I
took
had to
shit,
do it.
whatever,
yeah, I
yeah.
had to go."
You
And
got
it-
poopy. What did they fucking do before their toilets? You just shit in the woods.
Exactly.
When
Well,
I
from-
was young, like fishing with my dad, he'd be like, go piss on a tree, it will help it grow.
Yeah,
That's what he
exactly.
used to tell me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
help it
exactly.
grow.
Help
I'm
it
pretty sure it's
grow.
killing
Which
He never
isn't
said go
true
take a
at all.
shit, but
Yeah.
if
Well,
I had to,
Yeah, if you had to take a shit, yeah.
yeah, and then
Did-
wipe with whatever you could
Well,
find.
you just
You're
go off the side of
fishing,
the
too.
boat, and then you dip your butt in, and you kind of bidet it.
No, I wouldn't go out the side. I don't eat heavy enough for it to sink.
see,
I wouldn't like to see it come
it's
back
not
up.
supposed to sink. The whole point, if you take a shit on a boat and it's like floating, that's called a wrinklefish. That's a big thing.
That's
in the-
disgusting.
Really fucking
I'm
disgusting.
dead serious. It's like fishermen are like, oh,
like a-
wrinklefish over there?
Guys,
I'm like,
see
I
a
throw it at my
wrinklefish?
friends.
Yeah. That sounds fucking disgusting.
Jeremy takes his shit and makes sure it's far away.
My
from
friends and I
people.
used to do that when we go fishing. Is like, because all we used to catch. Did you ever go fish?
Yeah, like a little bit, yeah.
So like sunfish, like little piece of
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
fish you catch in lakes, like that no one cares about. We would just stand at different parts of the lake,
Uh-huh.
like out on logs and shit, because it was all like weeds inside. And we'd fish, and if you catch a sunfish, you'd have to unhook it and try and get your friend with the sunfish.
Try and throw him in the fucking face.
Yeah. So every now and again, you'd be fishing, you wouldn't see it, and it would just get cracked in the side of the head
God.
by a sunfish.
Did at least take the hook out.
Yes, you had to take
Okay.
the hook out. But the thing with sunfish is their fins are all spikes.
Oh, fuck.
So if you looked over as it was coming, you'd see all the spikes come out of it while it was in the air coming towards
It's
you.
like that one dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to Dilophosaurus.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the one.
Because there's the whole line where Ellie's like Dilophosaurus. Oh shit.
I only know that because of that Ark game. Ryan calls it a Dillo.
Oh yeah.
Ark?
Dillo.
Ark Survival.
The dinosaur game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so out of touch with shit right now.
Have you
man.
seen Jurassic Park yet, Jeremy?
Jurassic World?
Well, Jurassic World.
I haven't seen World.
All right.
You
I've
seen
seen
Jurassic Park?
1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Did you not?
No,
Like
I
a
had
new development?
That was the one I've seen. Matt hasn't seen this.
Oh,
And those are
mixing
the
them
best
up.
movies in that order.
But I told
It's
Michael that this
correlated.
is the last day that I'll be at work having not seen all the Star Wars films.
Nice.
That's good.
So I'm
Nice.
seeing 5 and 6 tonight, and then I'm seeing 7 over the weekend.
You watched
Nice.
the Blu-ray, right? Even with all the shitty CGI
It looks so
additions that
fucking
George
bad.
Lucas put in. Yeah.
I'll still see it. I already
Did
know
you
what
watch
happens, but I
1,
just
2, 3,
haven't
4, 5,
watched
6?
it. What's that?
Did you watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
I've seen 1 through 4,
Okay.
and I've never seen 5 and 6.
Okay.
So I'm watching those.
I
and I'm
didn't
gonna
even
go see
bother
7.
with the prequels before
No.
seeing Force Awakens. Like,
There's probably no
fuck it.
reason.
No,
Well,
I
there's
wanna-
also an interesting point. Like, who was I talking to? I think Adam from Funhouse. I was talking to him about at some point in our lives, because we're planning on having kids, you know, in the future soon.
We gotta put something in your attic.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my attic.
Yeah.
Carrie, I don't think that's how it works.
I
You're
mean,
having
like-
You already have a bed frame.
Yeah, you got a
Might as well
bed
have a
frame.
kid.
You got a fucking can of raviolis up there. They're
You gotta
good.
put it in my basement, Carrie.
Yeah.
In my basement.
Oh,
Bed
your
frame and
basement.
ravioli. Make it.
It went missing, just like the fetus. Oh God, what happened?
Oh no.
But
We went
there's a
to a
point where
dark place.
we have to be like, you know, do we show our kids the prequels or do we pretend like they never existed, it didn't happen?
need
Just show
to-
them 4 through 6.
they need to
like,
know
there
they
you go.
Here's what you do.
I
Here's
don't
what you
think
do.
so.
No,
No,
here's what you
I'm
do.
not doing it. No.
4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7.
No.
Yeah.
That's what Andrew did too, and so did Trevor. He said that's the way he watched
I think it
it.
makes sense.
Why?
No.
Why?
I think
Well,
that's
so you
dumb.
know what happens in
Oh, all right.
Drop the fine.
Yeah,
So,
I know-
mean,
I know
you know
what
what happens. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you watch 4, you watch 5.
Okay.
In 5, you find out, spoiler alert, Darth Vader is Luke's
Your father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Then you go watch 2 and 3, and you see Anakin's story.
Or
That all ends, and then you watch 6. And
that
you find
makes
out how it
sense.
ends.
Even better.
What are you doing?
You watch
What are doing?
4,
No, I'm gonna be
5,
doing-
6,
Oh, okay, that's
then
fine.
7, and then
you
you're
just
done.
And then you're
Skip
done.
them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have the same
Yeah.
mentality as that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
do
know,
that too.
when people say, Luke, I'm your father, it's not the actual line. It's not what he says. People are quoting it wrong.
Yeah? Do
It's
you want
no,
to quote it for
I
us?
am your father. That's the
That's
thing.
impossible.
Yeah. And he says, no.
Yeah.
You killed him. No. I'm going to watch
Yeah,
it
do you
tonight.
want to keep going? You haven't even watched it.
Tonight.
I told you.
Jeremy said today, he goes, this is the last off topic I'll ever be
I just
on.
said that. I just said that to
I
them.
won't
Yeah.
have seen the Star Wars. He just said it.
No one can say it anymore. I've seen them.
So peer pressure works.
Yeah.
It does.
We just beat it into him. Is she pissing? Is that what
I
she
think
went?
Yeah.
she took my card and now left.
She's looking for a
she?
tree
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, just take it back from her. She's like, no, this is mine now.
Shit.
Yeah.
You got God.
Yeah. So what did we talk about? We talked about pissing, and then we talked about.
You don't have to catch me up. It's fine.
Okay.
Like I'll adapt.
Yeah, there was peeing, pooing, and then Star Wars.
Wrinklefish.
I peed.
Wrinklefish
Yeah.
is what Lindsay says a floating turd is.
Interesting.
It's a wrinklefish when you shit off the side of a boat and it floats.
Huh.
was
I've
really-
never shit off the side of a boat.
neither.
Have you shit before?
I've only been on a boat a couple times. Yeah, I've shit in the woods. Dude, I grew
Yeah.
up in New Jersey.
I guess
Woods
it's true.
everywhere.
Did you always dig a hole, or did you just fucking
No,
shit? Yeah.
no, I just shit in the
I
woods.
got because you're supposed to dig a hole. Well, if
You're
you're
supposed
camping
to.
and shit.
You're talking about like a fucking outhouse,
Wait.
Carrie. I'm talking about
No,
I gotta
no,
take
no.
a shit. I'm
Here's
gonna
what
shit in the woods and leave.
Here's what I'm
okay?
talking about is that we're like we said we're doing simple walk, and it's I try and keep them in as much as possible because I didn't want to shit
Naturally.
in the fucking
Right,
woods.
yeah.
Right.
So like it was like the last day I was like I gotta shit. This is bad. So,
Fair enough.
But I was like I'm not gonna dig a hole.
You think Frodo had these problems?
Yeah, of course he did.
He must have.
Yeah, Sam wiped him.
They just don't show it.
But it's like if you don't dig a hole, then if you fall over backwards, you fall on your own shit. And my
Okay.
legs were tired.
Don't fall over.
Well, my legs were tired from walking 130 fucking miles.
Well,
I was so afraid I was
Yeah,
gonna
you're
fall
gonna
down
put
to
your
me.
back against
shit
the tree.
laying down. Lay down on
There
your
were no
side and then
trees.
shit.
There were no trees.
There's no
Alright,
trees
fair
in
enough,
New
fair enough.
Zealand?
In the section that I need to take a shit in, there were not.
In the shit section.
Yeah. And it was like a deforested area that
You
we weren't
like
supposed to be
you
in.
get it to where it's like kind of prairie dogging out of you a
Yeah.
little bit,
And then you
you
start
high
walking.
kick,
Yeah.
and it just goes boom and like fires out to the side.
You just hope it just like splats on
Yeah,
the ground.
exactly.
And
You
that's
just
it.
aim.
Yeah.
Make a little target on.
Chris
it.
is like, no,
Yeah.
I was too close.
So I had this.
That's how I talked about shitting on Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a fucking amazing segue. So I had this queued up. I mentioned this in one of the Let's Plays the other day. I can't remember what it was. I kind of briefly touched on it, but I pulled up the actual post. So you know my poop punching story.
Yes.
From the RTAA, a couple of years ago.
Yep.
So this post is from 2 weeks ago, and it's this girl Stacy posted this. I don't think you're Stacy.
No, probably not.
Hopefully not.
Probably not.
Also, because she says she's 18.
Definitely not.
Yeah. She posted this thread that says the name of the thread was, "In a hilarious and disgusting turn of events, Michael's poo punching story saved me today." Saved me, and she,
Sure
dude,
did.
like
Like Evanescence style?
This might have been during Trouble in Terrorist.
she got
Town that we
gold
talked
for
about
this.
Yeah.
People gave her gold for
Wow.
this shit.
We called her name and saved her.
Um,
From the nothing she's become.
Yes.
but
Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Wake
read this post because it's just so goddamn good. It's not that long, but it's beautifully typed.
Yeah.
I think she's got a future in
good
font
font.
writing
This
for
girl's
sure.
my
the
hero.
font's standard.
She's
I love
badass.
her.
Yeah,
like
she's
she has not safe for NSFL, which
Not safe for life.
which I assume is what this. She
Yeah.
was not safe for life for poo, obviously.
Shit's not safe, man.
Here's all right, so here's the story. Which, if you haven't seen the story, you know what I'm talking about. Like forever ago, back when I worked for an electrician, I shit in this woman's house and it was all clogged up, and I punched the shit out. Long story short, go watch the RTA.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's very
Yeah, I
disgusting.
literally punched poop until it went down the drain.
Yeah.
So she says, "I think we all remember Michael's story of him punching his own shit to release himself from the guilt of clogging a woman's toilet. And I remember the first time I watched that video, I cringed. I am an 18-year-old girl, and although I'm not exactly tiny, I'm not fat either. I'm athletic and I eat a lot, so big poops are inevitable. Even my own father has said he's jealous of what my asshole is capable of pushing out.
Jesus Lord.
But that's a story for
Proud father
that's
right
a story for another time.
a single tear shit.
Today found me at a
Your
friend's
yearbook.
house. Said friend's plumbing sucks. I've clogged her toilet before, and I plunged it, like the good friend I am. However, today's poop was phenomenal. Hell, it was astronomical.
11 out of 10 would poop again.
Yeah.
The fucking Aztecs probably saw it in their dreams.
He wanted it back in her so he could poop it again. Like,
I don't know if I've read this whole story.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
In short, this thing was so fucking massive, it was only a tiny bit in the fucking water. You know when you drop a load of spaghetti into a pot of water and most of it sticks out? Yeah, like that, but with shit.
Oh my god.
Needless to say, I freaked. I couldn't plunge a fucking beached turd, so what could I do? Then I remembered my savior,
You have to
Michael
get a group
Jones.
of people to like get it back in the water.
She'll tell you what she did,
like a
Carrie.
beached orca.
However, I'm still a female and I'm a bit squeamish to the thought of having a throwdown with my fecal matter. So I took a less drastic, but probably grosser approach. I wrapped my hands in thick layers of toilet paper, flushed the toilet so that the water would drain away.
Gloved
The
up.
giant poo sausage didn't even budge. And seized the opportunity of a water-free bowl and picked up the poo. And I nearly vomited right there because all I could think was, why the fuck did you eat on the border yesterday?
Love on the board. I love it. That's a sponsorship.
Yep. No! It was fucking slow motion
On the border.
as I kept
Your
my
shits
eyes.
will be astronomical.
Shut
It
It was fucking slow motion as I kept my eyes forward and laid it gracefully to rest in the trash can next to the toilet.
Trash can.
No, wait.
Oh no.
Wait.
Yeah.
I promptly tied up the bag and tossed it into a blue garbage bin outside. I didn't.
That's recycling.
Well, it's different in different places.
All right.
Is it though?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't punch my own shit, but the story is what gave me the idea to give my shit its very own memorial before getting rid of it. I hope I never have to do this again.
I love this woman.
That's
Jesus.
it. That was her
Yeah.
post. So,
We caught
It's a
that.
round of applause
Yeah.
for Stacy.
That's right, Stacey, you're the best.
It takes a lot to be proud of your poops.
I commented in there and I was like, "This is my proudest moment," and she replied, "And mine as well."
Yeah. That's what it's like to be a dad. So.
yeah, shout out.
It's a practice.
I'm like her fecal father.
Yeah.
Sort of like
In
in
a
a
way,
way.
yeah.
Am I her fecal mother?
No,
then?
you got nothing to do with it. Stop trying to insert
Her
yourself in the
holding
story.
that turd.
She
must have
picked
been
up
like
a turd.
mother holding
must
the
have been like
child.
two
for the
Yeah,
first
hands.
time.
except
like-
not like this, but more like like a child you don't want to touch.
I made this.
Yeah.
Why?
Get rid of it as soon as possible.
How do you explain like when your friend's house, you're just like, I'm just taking this bag
No,
outside.
no.
Don't worry about it.
People ask her, they're like, surely you told your friend that you did
Oh, yeah,
this
she
good
didn't
service.
tell her.
And
What?
she's like, no, I kept it secret. I never told
Maybe
my
she
friend.
said
Yeah.
she told her later or something.
She's like,
I
I'm
can't
just gonna
remember.
take this trash out.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, it's
But
kind
I
of full.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
help you out.
She could probably have snuck it out.
I
Like,
absolutely would have said something like, you
Put it
better
back
be
inside
grateful,
you, and then you
asshole.
can like
Yeah.
shit in the trash.
Yeah,
instead.
just shove the whole
That's a good
bag
call by
inside.
her.
Yeah.
I don't even have a trash bag in my bathroom.
What the
trash
fuck
can.
is wrong with
We
you?
do, yeah.
Do you
Well,
really?
we have 2 out of 3. We need an extra one.
We have like
I'm on
just
her a
a
lot about
yeah.
that.
just a bin, and you throw stuff in, and then you just dump it into
We
a
don't just
bag.
keep
So
empty.
two
We have
things.
a
That's a
bag
trash
inside
can,
of it.
what you're
Pause.
describing.
No, but like a trash can
Yes.
has a bag.
You
in
have
it.
3 trash cans.
Like
in
I don't
your-
have a
We
bag.
have 3
in it.
bathrooms.
Oh.
I mean, we have one in the
Master
second
bath,
floor,
yeah.
one in the
Oh.
master bath, but we don't have one on the first floor, which
bath.
baffles me because that's the one that people use the most.
It
So I
is,
constantly tell
yeah.
Lindsay we need a trash can for the bathroom.
And then
on
I
the first
ignore
floor.
him, and we continue
She
on with
doesn't
our
do it.
lives.
Well, yeah.
So what happens if you have to throw a shit in your trash can? A turd in your trash can?
I walk out of the bathroom holding the shit, explain it to Kat.
yeah.
No.
And
like-
then you hand it to her and say, "Get rid of
I
this."
get it. This
From
just
what I've
put
learned
it in
from
the
you
fucking
and Kat,
garbage disposal.
You were just like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this.
It's you're engaged too. There's a point in everyone's relationship where you're like, you're gonna see my shit. I'm sorry. Like if this is gonna move forward.
I haven't
While
reached
I
that point
agree-
with Kat yet.
While I agree with you, even like I don't know necessarily maybe like
There's a
maybe
difference-
like see your shit like.
you're gonna deal with my shit.
I don't
physically
think,
and literally,
normally
yeah.
speaking, and there comes a point in a relationship where everyone goes, been there, when your significant other walks through the room holding shit.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little more extreme
I've been
than,
with
like,
Kat for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
Has
but
Kat
I have not-
walking into the room while she's pooping and her being like, sup, carrying her feces.
I have
Two
not
different
batoned
things.
a shit out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
God damn.
She's
La, 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 la.
she's like spinning it like the Globetrotters. Like,
Yeah,
hey, what
you
do I
just
do
turn
with
on the
this?
garbage disposal and go.
I was gonna whistle the theme, but I can't.
Okay. You can't even do like the.
What
I
the
can't
fuck
do
is
that.
Water
That sounds
gun?
like
You're
a
really
video
good at
game
making like
menu.
odd noise.
She does that noise and she does the bird noise.
She does the Predator too, really well.
Oh yeah.
No,
like-
It's too low. You can't hear that.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just watch people work like.
It
just-
sounds better through
It sounds
an
like that-
actual
that
microphone.
one kid
Oh, it's
from
just
AR.
the
Now it
microphone.
just sounds
That's
like
awesome.
so
Oh, yeah,
fucking
Eugene.
crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds violent.
Wait, Eugene, that's not Eugene. That's Brain.
Yeah.
I
Brain, you're right.
didn't
You're
say
right. Eugene's got
But
the.
you said yeah.
He's the
let's just
unlucky
say
one.
Eugene.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you're
did.
right.
I really
You're right.
Damn it.
Eugene's the unlucky one.
Point being-
His
That
head
was
looks like
me.
an open
That was my
can.
bad.
Who the fuck are you
Does.
talking about? What is it?
Harold.
Eugene Harold.
Oh.
The white ginger kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The unlucky one.
Gavin and I just played something where some dude had a fucking football head, and he was like, "What's up?"
I remember seeing that.
I
Yeah,
can't
I
remember
don't
what
know
it was.
what
It's
that's
total
from.
football.
That
head.
would have gone
Might have
over
been
British
the
audience
dick
heads like
one,
that.
the dad dick video. Someone had a football head in that.
Showering with
It was
the
either
guy-
Dad Dick or it was probably the space one that we did right after that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Lovers in Space Time
Mm.
or whatever.
Yeah. Space time.
Yeah, Gavin and I loved each other in space
Yep.
for play pals.
There's always like
Guys have
Gavin
loved
and
each
Michael
other
loving each
everywhere.
other, having a baby in some way.
Being a father,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
You've
you're
been a
asserting your
father so many
dominance.
times with Gavin too.
guess.
Like how many times have you been a father with Gavin?
Like a million
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Too many times. Too many times.
But so much practice.
And I want to be.
I'm gonna be the odd man out. I'm not gonna know what to do. But like, talk to Gavin. I don't know.
You should practice being a father with Gavin.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you'll know.
Yeah. Tussle his hair.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough
Yeah.
him up a little
Yeah.
bit. Come here, you.
That's
So
how his
I'm
hair
more-
always looks.
Meant like you're both like fathers together, not like you're a father to Gavin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you
what-
know,
I
like-
agree.
like-
Yeah.
No,
Co-
that's
father.
that's where I
Yeah.
was.
You'd be a father and he'd be the mother, and then you can practice with like a baby of some kind.
Let's see. I'll just channel my dad. Go to your room. All right. Good. Done.
Yeah, I didn't
Play
64 in
sports.
my room. Didn't help.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
here's what my dad did though. When he punished me and put me in a room, he
Just
would
beat you?
No, he would. That was my brother. He would
Okay.
unplug the
Like
or,
plug
like,
strip.
he would unplug whatever.
The life support.
No, like you think about what you've done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He would unplug my electronics, coil them up, and
Yeah.
then zip tie them, and he'd be like, "This shit better not be fucking cut." At the
Yeah.
end of the day, like, because I didn't have more zip ties, so it's like I literally couldn't plug my TV in.
You never
He would-
went to Walmart and
he
just
would
like bought more zip ties.
Not when I was 14. I
Fair
didn't
enough.
get drive to fucking Walmart. No.
Yeah.
This wasn't one anywhere nearby I could go to.
Well, all right then.
He would just literally take all my cords, fucking loop them up, and then zip tie them.
That's
and be
smart.
Like, now go to your room.
Yeah.
And I would just sit in my room and stare at the fucking wall. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah. Smart.
And that was 2000. Like, can you imagine 2015?
Yeah.
It's like all you can do is take someone's phone.
You could
and,
feel
like,
the Wi-Fi.
I remember around the same time, like we had the phone line, like home line, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'd be talking to my friends late at night, or like some dude I was interested in. I was like calling him at midnight, like,
What?
Hey, what's going on? If my dad picked up and I heard like the of him picking up the receiver, I was like, I'm about to be fucked up. I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta go. I'm about to get my asshole torn apart. And sure enough, my dad would stomp upstairs and be like, get the fuck off the phone. What the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm so
I have to
sorry.
go.
God
I'm trying to study right now. You're really
Yeah,
distracting me.
please, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I gotta get through this Bible tonight.
my parents.
Exodus isn't gonna read itself, okay? Please.
My parents never gave a fuck about like me staying up late or being on the phone or anything like that. But when I first got internet, I got AOL. We only had one phone line, so it was like a struggle of me
Right.
and my mother. That's it, because my mother
Wanna talk
was
on the
like-
phone.
Well, she was like housewife, didn't work, so she would just fucking run her goddamn mouth all day, every day. Like that's all she do is
Yeah.
just talk on the phone. So I just be like sitting there like. waiting to fucking try to get on AOL. You remember that too?
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, sorry, there's too many people online now. Try again later.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Damn,
Am I
internet's
gonna look
full
at tits
again.
now?
Yeah.
Someone's like,
Dude,
who's
are you
sending
kidding
a
me?
fax?
It like
Then,
loads sideways.
are you kidding me? It was like, I want to get into the Nickelodeon chat room, the AOL slime chat room. I remember the first time ever I was on the internet. I was probably like 10 or 11. I was at my friend's house, and he got AOL, and again, like that was unbelievable. Like, we would try 10 times throughout the day and get online once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was insane how you couldn't get on the internet. Like, that was a thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's full. I can't get on. But we'd finally get on. Like, we did it. We're in. What do you want to do? What do we do? What do we do on the internet? And we would just be like, check the AOL chat rooms. Check the chat room. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, go in the chat rooms. Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, that's what you do on the internet when
Yeah.
you're 10
Friend
years
people.
old. It's like,
Yeah. Still
yeah,
do on the internet,
yeah, I'll
really.
fight you. No, it's kids to this day.
fight you.
They carry on the
Yeah.
tradition.
It was
Trying
chat
it.
rooms and playing Diablo 2 with my friend and going. And
Diablo
even-
2 is
even
so
then,
far beyond
I would
that
just
at
chat
that
in
point.
there.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
You're
not actually
saying,
playing.
like,
I played some
Nice.
SpongeBob Flash game. You catch jellyfish.
Yeah,
and
no, I
butterflies
would just
in it,
play
yeah.
like literally the Nickelodeon, whatever the fuck they were called. Like,
Yeah.
it's like chat room games
really
and shit.
slow
You
and
go like
shit.
nick.com
Yeah.
and it's
Yep.
like, God.
was more of a
like,
Cartoon Network kinda
Forget
guy,
about
but yeah.
fucking.
Nice.
But this was, again, this was even before. Well, it wasn't before Cartoon Network, it was before I had it. Like, I didn't get Cartoon Network on my television, like on my cable TV, until right before Adult Swim started. So like, I
Wow.
was a.
I remember the day Adult Swim started because my parents were like, you can't watch that.
I was like WB.
Yeah.
Really, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
cartoon kid. Like, I had no other
WB
option. I
so
didn't
much.
have Disney because that was a fucking premium
Yeah,
channel.
everything
Yeah.
Disney in our
And
past where I tried to like
for the-
nostalgically bond with him doesn't exist.
Yeah, because I wasn't
Stevens.
rich and I didn't have
Yeah,
Disney.
even Stevens,
And
Those best ones,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network I didn't
Those
get till I
Shia.
was like 10 or 11, and then that was like, oh, like my main source of anime before Cartoon Network, before Disney, and before fucking internet was I was friends with a Korean kid down the street,
There you go.
and like he
hooked you up.
he had like every fucking DBZ anime and Japanese.
awesome, yeah.
Like, I would go over his house and watch the movies over and over and over again, and then like we got Cartoon Network, and then immediately. I started watching Toonami, which was already there,
Yeah.
and then Adult Swim started, and like Adult Swim started in 2000 or 2001, and I was like, oh.
Tom.
Those are like the
Yeah.
fucking the
many
heydays.
stages of Tom.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He's
Toonami
so
was such a
fucking
Tom
gateway
to not
for
be
many
confused.
anime. drug
Toonami
people.
Tom.
Toonami
not,
Tom.
Not
Yeah.
Tom Goes to the Mayor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Different.
Different show.
Very different.
Different.
A little different.
I remember my nice.
Good
Ooh.
save.
My parents didn't want me watching The Simpsons and South Park growing up because they were
Mine was
very
ported on.
strict.
Yeah,
Like,
mine
can't
was
watch
South
that
Park,
shit.
yeah.
But when I watched Toonami, they were like, "Oh, it's like some Japanese anime thing, like cartoons."
Yeah.
Go and watch
And then
that.
Frieza gets cut in
I
half.
know. I was like, "Fools, you
Yes.
fools! Like,
You
this
have
is
no
so
idea.
violent."
Yeah.
You don't know how much tits I'm watching right now. Haha.
Nice.
But yeah,
What Toonami were you watching?
yeah, there were tons.
were
You know.
tons.
Tenchi Muyo, you
All
kidding
over the
me?
place.
All over the
Yeah.
place.
There was that episode where Tom got implants.
Denji Muyu, more like Titty Muyu.
Yeah. Tenchi Muyo was the classic brothel.
I
I
sure.
never
Oh, yeah,
saw
yeah,
that one.
I
It was
remember that.
one dude
Yeah.
surrounded by 6 chicks with huge tits.
And he had a
that was the whole
lightsaber.
show.
That was the whole
Well,
thing.
it wasn't
He
a
fought-
lightsaber.
It was a lightsaber.
It wasn't a lightsaber.
Well, like this, like.
But there was also like
That's a
fucking
spirit
9
gun.
Yeah.
different versions
Well,
of
that's
Tenchi Muyu. Like, there was like 9 different series, and half of them there's like nothing happens. It's like a dating series.
It
Like,
is,
There's
yeah.
no fighting. There's no anything.
it's shoujo as
It's
shit.
literally just like, oh, I'm living in this house with 5 hot women who never wear any clothes.
And one girl who's like 12, but somehow she's still
The chick with
attractive
the blue
because,
hair,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
She
the
has
younger one.
blue hair?
And she had the rabbit cat, where it's like
Naturally.
Rabbit Cat.
Nyan! It's a
Yeah,
Nyan!
yeah, it did. Oh, while I was in the bathroom.
Oh!
I took a picture of my
Lindsay
shit.
screamed,
It was
drank,
crazy.
and yelled.
All right, I'm in
I
New
don't-
Jersey mode now. Someone messaged
I'll
me
hook
while I
you
was
up
in the
here.
bathroom.
Don't worry.
In,
I know you're still
in
working.
French, geese go Quan Quan, which is
quinoa? Like-
spelled coin, like COIN.
How'd you know
Well,
this
that's how you
spelled
spell
Quan
Quan
Quan?
Quan? Because
Well, 'cause it says
specifically said
pronounced.
like it's pronounced like this.
God damn
Quan
it,
Quan.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, Sasha V, for clarifying that.
Shut the fuck up, French geese.
Oh!
French geese don't know what they're talking about.
You've been
They fucking-
faced.
Oh.
You come to America
Right.
where they say honk honk. Whatever the fuck the geese
There's fucking
say.
assholes. That's yeah. Yeah, they're cars. Yeah.
I guess honk.
No,
yeah.
they honk.
What do geese say?
they honk.
No,
You
you're
were
right.
a little
No.
kid and you say, what does a
Honk,
goose say?
No, you're right.
The goose goes.
Goose!
I'm a goose. Fuck.
There's
you.
some animals that
the goose goes beep beep.
Boop, boop.
beep beep. That's
Yeah.
a Roadrunner.
Yeah, it goes honk honk beep beep.
No, it's meep meep, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. It is meep meep.
Meep
Yes.
meep. Did you see the dude that slammed into the wall because there was a Wile E. Coyote style painting on the wall.
Are you fucking
No.
serious?
It looked like
Are
the
you
road
serious?
continued, but they
Where? Like, or how?
It was posted all over Reddit that someone had done like a mural on a wall,
Yeah.
and it looked like the
the
Wile E.
road.
Coyote, like the road kept going.
So in a sense,
Oh my
you're
God.
saying it looked not real at all. And a
It didn't
normal
really look
human
real.
being could tell that it's
Right,
a
and
fucking
it had
brick
the,
wall.
So he's just like texting.
and it
just
had the
like,
Roadrunner next to it. Like it was probably a little more realistic than what you see in
Yeah.
Wile E. But you
Well,
know,
I see some really good ones, like the flat ones where it looks like it's like a pit down below or something.
oh
Yeah.
well, those ones are awesome.
Those are
Yeah,
really
this
good.
one was like
Chalk art, yeah.
it wasn't awesome, but you know
Okay.
you had like done it and the road kind of turns.
Yeah.
But it looked like it kept going straight. Someone was driving at night, just went right into the wall.
Damn it.
Oh, the car. Jesus.
Like a car, yeah. It's just
See,
going into the
at
wall.
night I can
That's why
see
you don't
that.
wear your sunglasses at night.
Champion.
Yeah.
Well, there's even times like driving
That's
at
not
night
cool,
with
though.
us. Sometimes like some of the Austin roads kind of curve. Like there was one time we were trying to do a quick U-turn, and at night it was like, "Here's the sign. Okay, you have 2 seconds to know that this is a full U-turn." I was like, "Oh my god, fucking
So you Tokyo
shit!"
drifted?
Yeah, I did. I did Tokyo drift.
Well, it's like you have
hardcore.
2 seconds to know. It's like, well, no, you could drive past it and come back around.
Yeah.
Well, it was still intimidating at the time.
So-
Hey, there we go. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
fuck.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. That's the painting.
That's pretty lame.
All right,
You
Yeah, I was
should've
gonna
known
say
that
that's
was fake.
Come on, guy.
They're
Yeah.
retarded.
God damn,
The
dude.
road
right
is
into
right
it.
next to it.
And they had to paint over it.
Come on, man.
What could I do?
Yeah.
I
They
don't
were
know.
painting over it like motherfucker.
I mean, have you thought about putting a tunnel there? Though?
They
I mean,
should
it would get me
paint.
to my
They should paint
destination.
his car crashing into it.
Yeah.
Into it. Just, as
Just
an
leave it the whole
update.
time. Yeah.
So I want to know what you call something.
Okay.
The road that's a circle and with different exits coming off of it, right?
Yes.
And it has like an island in the middle. What do you call that?
It's a roundabout.
I've called a roundabout.
A
Is it-
roundabout?
Yeah.
What?
do you
Why?
call it?
Why?
I didn't hear the term roundabout until I was about 20.
What do
Well, I
you
mean,
guys
I've,
call
I've
it?
been to England
we called
4
it.
times.
We
so-
called it a rotary.
Oh,
Rotary?
yeah, I never heard of it. So
In,
like the phone?
in Massachusetts, you call it a rotary.
Huh.
makes
Yeah, never
sense.
heard of that.
Yeah,
I can see
yeah,
that,
roundabouts here.
Back me up, Boston people. It's a rotary. And then
Get
I
the down.
had a GPS going for like one of the first times. They're like, take the second exit at the roundabout. It's like, fuck, what are you talking to me about?
you driving like, shut up! Shut up!
Get back over
Tell me
the
what to
river!
do. Yeah. that's a drink.
Cheers.
For sure.
I haven't had lunch.
Nobody's had
Me
lunch,
neither.
Carrie.
I guess that's
Who the
true.
fuck ate lunch before
walk
this?
over to
our-
H&E.
I didn't eat
our
breakfast
lunch.
either.
Yeah.
Grab a sandwich.
I
Sammy?
did have
Get
a
some
tortilla
steps
taco,
in.
and it was
Oh,
so
yeah?
good.
A tortilla
gonna go
taco. We had
Subway, but I probably
kolaches
won't
this
now.
morning. What are you talking
I had tortilla
about?
taco yesterday. I had a kolache this morning. It was so good.
Oh, the kolaches are awesome. I was
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't. I'm going to have one.
That's
Yeah.
what Michael
Yeah.
brings them all the time for
Before
the
a
Well,
Asian
podcast.
I've
yeah.
made it now because I always bring in food like once a week, maybe.
Sure.
I bring food in.
You're a nice guy.
Yeah, I like food. I'm gonna bring in food.
Yeah.
If I get it for myself, it's myself. Fuck everyone else. If I get it for one other person, I have to fucking get it for everybody. So I was like, fuck it, I do it. And now there's this donut place right near my house, which we moved to, which is awesome. Like we pass it every day on the way to work.
Yeah.
So usually I'll just pick up kolaches because they're
Cheap as
fucking
shit, too.
delicious.
I guess you don't have to go into the name specifically, but like, is it like, does it have like a weird like donut shop name?
No,
Yeah.
is it, what?
I mean,
I don't
it's
think so. It's pretty
something
simple.
donuts.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
We sell donuts. That's
right.
the name of the
Ring
store.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah. Donuts
Yeah,
Plus.
My old apartment I used to live at, there's a donut place across the street. It's called River City Donuts 2.
Oh.
This is not
Interesting.
River City. That's San Antonio.
Right. Yeah.
And it was 2.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sorry.
Well.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Wrinklefish.
That's my really interesting donut story. That maybe I should know.
Well, it's great. I love kolaches because they're delicious and
Yeah.
they're perfect, like bite size,
Yeah.
and they're right about like the mini ones because they sell big ones too. But the
Yeah,
mini
no,
ones
no,
are like
no.
$1
Yeah.
a piece, so I can actually order a dozen and it doesn't cost me fucking $45. Because that was the thing. I'd always get Torchies, even at the old office.
Yeah.
you know. But there was like when I started, there was fucking 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was me, Jack, and Jeff, and then Gavin and Ray
Yeah.
and Ryan and Caleb and Lindsay and fucking Caden and Matt and this asshole and like everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like. Yeah. So
Hey, guys.
Hi. Fucking that shit
Jack.
adds up. Like Torchy's tacos,
Yeah.
they're like $4 to $5 a taco. It's like, damn it. Like I'm just like, I'll buy breakfast. Then it's $50 later. But with the kolaches, they're like $1 each. So usually I'll just buy like a dozen or two, especially when Funhouse comes in. They suck. But I'll usually buy a bunch of food.
Give him some food though.
I'll give them food. I'll be like, I'm sorry, you suck.
Suck up
those
Here's free
kolaches.
kolaches.
One time, Jeff Yon, other Jeff, and I used to carpool.
Well, no
in.
shit.
There
you
is
said
no-
his
no,
last
there
name.
is no other Jeff.
So you said his first and last name, and then
Jeff
followed by
Yon is
different
an
Jeff.
animator, for anyone who doesn't know.
You could have said Jeff, different Jeff.
Jeff Yon.
So
Not
we-
Jeff Ramsey.
We
Jeff Yon.
Yeah, Jeff Yon, not Jeff Ramsey.
Yeah.
So we would carpool in, and
With a J too, right?
is with a J.
Yeah.
It's
J,
completely different.
Yeah.
It's not Geoff. And we like Gray was like, hey, can you guys pick up some tacos on the way in for the department? So we just like walked into the donut store, like, we want all of your tacos.
Right.
We just asked them for every single one of their tacos, and she was like, ha ha ha, and we're like, No, seriously, give us all your tacos.
Yeah.
And we bought them all.
How many was all of them?
It
How
was
many
like
tacos?
50 or something like that.
50 tacos? Yeah, that's
Nice.
not insane.
It wasn't crazy.
The woman at because the shop's obviously like a mom and pop shop.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like 3 or 4 people that work there. She got them very quickly. I roll up and I'm like, let me get 2 dozen or 2 dozen kolaches and a dozen donuts or some shit like that. Ryan, that guy'll suck a donut down.
Yeah, he will.
More than anyone else.
And
like
meat.
Sweets, meats,
Sweet meat.
foods, and creeps. He'll fucking suck them down. I just tried to.
Which I
buy
can't
myself
believe.
something.
Like he's not fat. I
But
expect him to be.
also, here's the thing. Did you see Ryan when he first started working
Yeah.
here?
Like Team Same
He's
Desk
fat as
Ryan
shit.
was really chubby, and I didn't
They're
remember.
laughing.
Listen,
Yeah.
Ryan was fucking fat.
He
Look
said
at,
so himself.
Look at Ryan 2012. He's fucking fat. Like it blew my mind.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
We're like,
Yeah.
it was just I saw an old photo in it, and it had nothing to do with Ryan. And it was like, and Ryan was in it, and I was like, oh my god, like he looked like Shrek.
We have all those.
He did. He was very Shrek
It was
looking.
his swamp. We have all the photos of like a bunch of us. And like, if you go look at
Barbecue
Ryan's.
place. Yeah.
The artistic drawing.
Yeah, the drawings.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
breakdown.
yeah.
See, I was thinking of the
Ryan
barbecue
is
place we
big.
visited.
Yeah.
But he was that big when that photo. That's relevant. Like that's accurate.
We looked at that photo and we're like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Well, it's the same photo too. Like at the barbecue place we're going to is when I first started in live action, and that was the same day where Michael hinted to you what he was going to give you for Christmas.
I remember.
Yeah.
I
Oh
freaked
yeah,
out,
you were
like,
freaking
don't
out
do
about
it, man. Don't
yeah,
do it.
that's
You got
right.
really upset.
That's we could tell that story. That
He
was
was like, I'm
funny.
gonna fuck with you. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like I started working here in August of 2011 and met Carrie pretty early on.
Yeah.
We were hanging. I mean, granted, I got hired. There was like fucking 18 employees, 20 employees. So it was not that many people
Maybe,
here.
dude. Like,
I think I was like full-time employee 20.
you were okay.
Something like that. And with like a week after I started, we went to PAX.
Yeah.
And that was like hanging out with Carrie. It was me, Jack, and Carrie. And Jack, who I barely knew, but I was staying with Jack when I first moved here.
Gus was there too, right?
I've been talking with Jack. He was there. I don't remember. Like I remember us leaving.
Yeah.
Like literally the point of leaving the office where
Do
it was
you
me, you,
remember?
and
Do you
Jack.
remember what we did at that PAX?
Yeah, like the Halo thing and stuff like that.
Well, no, the line, the thing we did in the line.
Where you guys
Oh,
were.
Ramos got kicked out of PAX?
Where
Yeah.
they're like, you guys can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Well, that was
Yeah.
like Carrie and I immediately bonded.
Yeah.
I was like, Carrie's legit. But we were leaving the office, 636, and it was me, you, and Jack. We were going to the airport together. And Jack was like fucking hell-bent on bringing a clipboard for something. Can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it was they had the Halo exhibit thing.
Right.
And we had the horse map there.
That's right.
So people were competing to play the horse map to see like who could get the best time, and they were like winning shit.
like,
It was
I really need a
and Jack
clipboard.
was like, we gotta have a clipboard
Ego
there.
sins
And
map.
we're like, yes,
Yeah.
And we were like, surely, we can get a clipboard in Seattle.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, we have to bring it.
No, we need to be Texas
So
wood.
He ran back inside, and it was me and Carrie standing outside at Jack's car waiting for Jack, and it's like,
I think
hey, what's up? And
I don't
Carrie's
even think
like,
he unlocked it. I think
Carrie's like, what's up? I'm like, yeah.
does it?
I work here now. Carrie's like, cool. And then we had like a conversation on the way there,
Yeah.
like in the car on the way to the airport, and then we just like
That was
hung
it.
out
Yeah.
at the convention. Like the first thing I ever did to fuck with Carrie was we got there. We got to fucking PAX like
Yeah.
a day early, whatever. It's 2011.
Yeah.
PAX Prime. And you broke your phone like immediately.
Yeah, like
Your phone was fucked up for a while.
Yeah,
but it was like on its last leg.
I had the first Android phone, the G1. So
Nice.
like the screen was kind of fucked up. I turned my phone off on the plane because you had to fucking do that then.
Right.
I turned it back on, the screen stopped working. Like it just never worked.
It was
after
just
that again.
broken.
Yeah.
So Carrie had to get a new phone in Seattle.
Yeah.
So you went to whatever Verizon
Some
store or
fucking Radio
whatever
Shack or
and
some
just,
shit. Yeah.
just bought like a piece of shit phone.
Mhm.
And you were specifically saying, so the night we got there, they had this Halo exhibit basically before PAX. It was like an industry thing. It wasn't
Yeah.
like open to the public. And we were there, and it was a lot of like 343 people because that was when they showed that big thing for Halo CE.
Yeah.
Like Halo Anniversary CE.
Yeah.
And so we were there, and Major Nelson was there.
Yeah.
And it was like press people.
There's a
and shit
bunch
like
of people
that. There's a
there,
bunch of
yeah.
people. And like I'm getting to know Carrie and shit, and he's going on about this phone. He's like, "Hey, this fucking phone, I don't know how to do anything with it."
Yeah.
He's like, "I just got it." He's like, "I can't even turn the fucking ringer off. Like, I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening." And so we're in this like press conference they're having for
What they're talking about
Halo Anniversary.
What they're talking about before they even brought that up, they had it was Forza.
Yeah, Forza 4, I believe.
Forza 4 because it had a warthog in it and it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing like, there's maybe 50 80 people in the room. Like, it wasn't huge, but it's all press people. Like I said, like Major Nelson, and we were there, and we were just like standing in the back.
Yeah. It's like,
And I can't remember who I had to end up texting, but I got your phone number like immediately, and I walked out of the room like right after you were talking about you couldn't turn your ringer off. Yeah. So it's like dead silent. They're giving a presentation, and then Carrie's phone just starts fucking ringing. Like I was just calling
just
Carrie.
like a generic ringtone.
Yeah,
like,
it was just like and Carrie's just like hitting all the buttons, and like freaking out, and I'm right outside the curtain, like fucking on the phone, like laughing my ass off. And I can't even remember. You eventually answered it.
Yeah.
And I said something. I can't remember what I said. And I was just like, get fucked, Carrie, blah, 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 whatever. And he was like, ah, and like either you hung up or I hung up or whatever. So I walked back into the room, and Carrie's like all flustered from it still, and I'm laughing about it. And I'm just like, yeah, he knows it was me, blah, blah, blah. Carrie looks at me, he's like, some asshole just called me. And I was like, yeah, that was me. I called you. And he's like, oh, what? He was like, oh, he like couldn't believe it.
Oh, I'm so
it was like the
embarrassed.
funniest fucking thing ever. Where like that was like the beginning of like Carrie and I like getting in shenanigans.
It was always Michael
And it
fucking
was
with
from
Carrie,
there.
too.
Usually. Yeah.
I mean,
It
because
was
of that,
from
I
there.
can understand your trepidation when Michael was like, I have a surprise for you for Christmas. And you
Yeah.
were
But
like,
that also,
"Don't-
you didn't
don't do
know
it, man."
how
Yeah.
hateful or evil I really was.
I
You know what
I
mean?
didn't get a
You
full.
didn't know.
Like, I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Where does he?
Well,
where is he
Michael's-
on the spectrum?
he's
like,
got a shell
where is
of
he-
hate.
Is he gonna?
Yeah.
Is he gonna?
There's like a window of
chaotic,
hate.
neutral. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. He cares
Yeah.
deep down. You
Yeah.
just gotta
Since
break
then,
the
I've been taking
layers.
anxiety medication, so we're good now.
No, yeah, we were
Goodness.
good. But so that leads up to this. I decided at one point I was gonna give you a Christmas present.
Yeah.
And I just like sold it to you.
Yeah.
Where I guess according like to you, it was not good.
Well, you were just like, I'm getting you something. Don't worry, I'm gonna put it online. It's gonna be great.
That's what I kept saying. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna post it online. I'm gonna
Yeah,
post it.
I'm
I'm
like-
gonna
I'm
make
just
you
like,
something. I'm
what
gonna
the
post it
fuck is he gonna
online.
do? He's
And
gonna
Carrie like
Photoshop
had
my
it.
head on,
Carrie
like,
was
a
just like, just
fucking-
let me watch it. Just let me watch it first
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
do it. That's all I asked. Let me watch it. And I was like, nah, I'm not.
Even
gonna do
before that, too, like first
God.
reaction to you with Carrie, he's like, "Don't do this, man.
I
Like,
just-
don't."
He was
don't
like,
do
just
this.
don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't do
this.
it. Don't do
I don't
it.
need this.
And I was
right
like,
now.
Carrie, it's gonna be Carrie. It's gonna be great.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's gonna be so good. You're gonna watch it and be like, I love it. This is amazing.
Yeah,
And
I'm
gonna
sitting here
post
as
it
the third
online.
party. Like, is Carrie really upset? Oh, he is really upset. Michael, stop being so sarcastic. Oh, he's gonna be
No,
sarcastic.
no
Michael.
way.
It was like
I was fueling him.
It was
Yeah.
up here with the
Yeah.
sarcasm. Like it was out of the shot. Like right now you're watching the podcast, you can't see where my sarcasm
Yeah,
is.
it was
My
crazy.
arm could go for another 3
Yeah.
feet. You can't tell. It was up
does.
there.
We were at like Christmas barbecue, like they took everybody out in the company out to barbecue.
Yeah.
And we were sitting across the table, and Gus was next to you, and you just like leaned over and like whispered to Gus what it was.
Oh,
and Gus was like, ha ha ha, just started pointing
Like,
at me.
I was talking to Carrie about it, and he's like, "Don't do it, don't do it." And I whispered to Gus, and it's like I told Gus like bullshit. I was like, "It's actually something pretty nice," but Carrie thinks it's fucked up. And Gus is like, "Don't do it, man, don't do it." Like Gus immediately like jumped on
Play
top
along,
of it.
yeah.
Carrie's face is just like dread. He was like,
just-
"Just don't, just don't."
I don't need
Just
it. It's
stop.
fine.
Just stop.
We don't have to do
So
anything.
basically, what I ended up making was Carrie, like us hanging out.
This is legitimately like one of the nicest things anybody's ever done. No, I'm being serious. Like it really is.
It's so stupid. You can find it online. I guarantee
Yeah.
you somebody
Oh,
like
yeah.
reposted it somewhere. But
Was it just called like Money Honey or like
I
Carrie's?
didn't call it
Carrie's
anything. It was
Happy
like
Birthday or
Carrie's
something?
birthday, Happy Christmas Carrie or something.
Yeah.
It was Carrie had told me, like when we were hanging out, that his favorite thing to do in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time
Yeah.
was he's like every time he plays the game, the first second he gets out of Kokiri Forest is he runs to that giant waterfall and he jumps off the waterfall. Where you're like,
Yeah.
like in the Gerudo
You,
Valley.
you go down the river, then you end
before
up in the river.
You end up
hop
in
out.
Lake
you end up in
Hylia,
Lake Hylia, Lake Hylia.
Yeah, and then I would just like
And,
I get out and then I go do whatever I'm supposed to do. But, like,
Right.
That was how I started my day.
So
every day.
I
Yeah.
started playing the game, got out of there, got to that river, and then filmed myself jumping off of it like 25 fucking times.
like spinning the camera
and just like
around.
edited the
Reverse
fuck out of
it,
it,
yeah.
and I edited it to Lady Gaga's "Money Honey," so it's like
Kisses. That's Money Honey.
kisses, and it's like Link like going forward
Yeah.
and like in reverse. He's like diving off and coming back
Yeah.
up and shit. And I
zoomed in on a chicken
I
and-
did the whole thing, and it's like a minute or 2 minute video, and it ends with me climbing up the ladder. There's a ladder in the waterfall that has a heart piece hidden
Yeah.
in it, and Link's like going up and down the ladder. I'm having to go up and down the ladder, and then finally I got up to the ladder. I picked up the heart piece, and it's spiraling like I'm holding it, and it says I, and then I use the game's heart carry. Like I put in text like I heart carry, and then I just put it online. But like even the opening of the video, I forgot. The opening video is like black, and it's like, and it's like viewer discretion is advised. Warning, this is extremely graphic content. And Carrie's like, oh my god, oh my god. And literally the video starts, it's like, it's Bonnie, honey! And it's just fucking Link diving into an ocean. Literally, I could probably find it. It's on my old phone. The video, I just put it out. Carrie's like, please don't put it out. Please don't put it out. Just let me watch it first. Just let me watch it first. And I just put it out. Carrie texted me. He was like, hey, I'm gonna stop being such a little cunt. I'm really sorry about that. But I just refused to break character. It was like a month of Carrie begging me, like, don't do it. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
Every time I saw Michael,
I'm gonna do it.
Just don't, man.
It was
legitimately
fucking
pissed at Michael.
stupid.
No.
He was like a little mad to a certain extent.
Well, there were times
Afterward, I was just like, I'm
he sent me like a whole paragraph of like, I'm really gonna work on this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was
you
sitting
would
at my
talk
parents'
to me
house just
before
like,
that. Yeah, you'd be like, hey, can you
like during Christmas, I'm like, Christmas is ruined. I'm fucked. Like I open gifts that morning, I was like, I don't even fucking care
This is
anymore.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then you got the best gift ever.
I know, I did. I hope they buy me a new life.
I just like that you recruited me too. You're like, can you tell Michael to back off?
Can
I'm
you
like, I'm not
just
gonna do
please?
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, it's Michael's choice.
I feel like such an asshole.
Yeah, and we weren't even dating, Lindsay and I.
No, you guys were just like
Yeah, we were
friends
just
talking
hanging
about
out.
Yeah.
And we chilled. But we used to fuck with people a lot more too. Like, it made me think of Brandon with the gate at the old
Dude,
building.
I fucked him
There
hard.
it is. They found it. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, here's the video.
This is amazing.
Let me show you a little clip of it.
Little tease.
I even did like another. Oh no,
Look at that.
You don't have the audio, obviously,
In
but
my
it's
Yeah.
I literally
It's good.
cut it so like every time I touch the water, something would happen, so then I come all the way back up, and then it lands, and then I go back down. I had to run to this goddamn waterfall and jump in like fucking 10 times.
And it's
just,
not.
It
like,
just takes
this is not the
forever.
beginning of the game. Like
No,
this is like
I did
you
a
gotta play
backflip.
for hours.
That's
dude,
pretty
backflip
cool.
all of
Yeah.
it.
Fucking shooting a slingshot in slow motion
was
while
good.
falling. That's incredible.
Do you think that inspired Gavin to make slow mo guys?
Probably.
Yeah,
I guess he
it
made
did.
at that point.
I like
did.
that it's
No,
the
no, it's
N64
okay.
version too. It's not the 3DS
fuck
version.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
no shit, it
Old
didn't
school,
exist.
yeah.
Didn't exist yet, did it?
It just had the Michael loves Carrie.
I thought it had already.
Oh yeah,
existed at that
yeah.
point,
It's like right near the end. They're
Well,
jumping,
shout
they're
out to
jumping to the
video.
end. Yeah, they're playing with it. There we go.
Yeah, there's you up and down.
Up and down. It's like extra speed. There we go. There we go. Look at that.
Michael Hart's Carrie.
I
Look
even
at
think I
that.
said like Merry Christmas or something
Yeah, I
at the
think
end of
so.
it or some shit like that.
Happy Christmas.
so nice.
Carrie.
Look at
There you
that.
go.
Look at that, Carrie.
Seriously, Michael's an asshole.
And that's
Fuck you, Carrie.
No, I'm a jerk. No, I take full responsibility for that.
No.
Yeah.
We did used to fuck with people a lot more. Like
Yeah.
I was saying, like we fucked with Brandon with our gate clicker on the balcony of our apartment.
Yeah, I've told
The
that
old
before. So we used to live
office,
across the street from the office.
Yeah.
And the gate, our front gate, had a lot of problems where, like, especially when it rained.
It was
'cause
never
everything-
meant to be automated. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
everything
heavy
sucks.
fucking gate. Yeah.
It's like there would be a dew in the morning, and the gate would fucking break.
Yeah.
So Brandon, it was like his job somehow to always fix
Yeah.
the fucking gate. Like he was always him doing it. And I happened to walk out on my balcony one night. It's like 9:00 at night at my apartment. We lived on the 3rd floor. I walk out on the balcony, and I see Brandon's car parked inside the office.
Right.
And he's at there's like a
Like boxes
like
on
the
each
box,
side.
the
It's
box
motor.
unit. Yeah, if you get out, and it's like right near the gate, the box with the motor and all the shit.
Yeah.
In it. And I can see Brandon fucking with it, and he's standing there like testing it over and over and over again to like test the gate.
Yeah.
So I assume it's already fucked up. So naturally, I just start opening and closing the gate from my balcony because it works. Like that's how close I was, and
Yeah.
he can't fucking see me because it's like I just don't turn the light on. It's pitch black out. So he's like playing with the gate, and then he's like walking away from it to his car, and then
like, I got
I'd open it,
Yeah.
and he'd just stop and turn on and look at it, and the gate would be open. So then he'd walk back to the fucking control and spend another like 2 minutes. I must have stood outside my apartment giggling for 20 minutes on a balcony with the fucking clicker.
We're two assholes.
And Brandon's just like,
"Hee."
he's just like baffled by it. He's looking at it, like he kept fucking with it. The best part was like, I finally stopped doing it. He's like satisfied it works. He walked all the way back to his car. He like opened his car door. He's looking at the gate like, should I get in?
Don't you fucking
Should
move.
I get in?
Don't you fucking do it.
All right, I'm good. He gets in, shuts the door, and then I open the gate. And then like immediately opens the door, gets back out of the gate. And I was like, all right, I'm done. And I went back inside. Like I have no idea
Does he
how
know
long
that
he was
story?
out there. I've told it a few times. I
I told
assume
it
he's
on
heard
a
of it.
podcast, and he was like, "What the hell?
was
I
like,
thought that was just broken."
No.
That shit was.
That had to
fucking
be
annoying.
end of 2011, early 2012.
Yeah.
It was
Amazing.
fucking
I
hilarious.
was wondering what was wrong.
I just kept doing it. Like Lindsay came over. I was like, shut up, shut up. I'm still doing it.
Dying laughing. Goodness.
Eat shit, Brandon. Oh shit, I talked shit about him.
Up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I went down
wants
the
to
wrong
make it
hole
over
that
here.
time.
Ooh,
Oh,
which
yeah.
one?
Right into the lungs.
It was like,
Does Yeah, it helps cure like smoking. Like if you have like
Helps cure smoking.
Yeah.
if you have like lung cancer, it's
I
beer
suffer
gets
from
it.
I
smoking
suffer
disease.
from smoking.
Yeah.
Can you cure it, Doc?
My doctor diagnosed me with smoking, and you
It's
just
not-
drink
it's not
beer
so
down
much-
your air hole.
It's not
and
so
it
much the
fixes it.
smoking, Carrie, as Jeremy has already pointed out. I am a drug addict.
It's true.
Yeah.
We could tell by the way you poured.
Why'd I yell that at you?
I don't know. That's why I laughed.
You fucking drug
It's
addict.
like
All right.
you like fucked up a word or something. And I was like, well,
Christ. He's like, I can't pour a beer, but you're a fucking drug addict. Shut your mouth.
you know how to pour beer really well.
You
must
gotta
be a
learn,
fucking
Jeremy.
addict.
Jeremy's still learning what stays in the office and what doesn't stay in the office.
Yeah.
It's a slight slip up. You know what I mean?
It's
It
no big
happens.
deal.
If I'm like this, sitting at my desk,
Yeah.
and I'm like
I also often am.
don't
You put
just
the
don't talk
IV
about
in
it.
and you walk away.
Yeah, tie
you
it
do.
up.
Yeah, is that what you go like this and then put the IV in? That's
Yeah.
not generally how it works.
It's like, nurse,
No.
come here.
Drug addicts walking around with their IV bag and their fucking their
Everything's-
like stand up
everything's
meals.
fine.
Rich
That'd be
drug
awesome.
addicts, yes.
That'd be awesome.
They're
That's
comparing drugs. Like, oh, this is a good year.
yeah. It's like someone else is like, oh, good color, good color.
Oh, yeah.
That's like classy.
Oh, I got the burpees.
Yeah, that's like classy, high level
It is,
drug
yeah.
addicts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in on that.
Yeah.
No.
I would totally get just an IV
No,
if
you
I could.
don't.
Yeah, it's like a status thing. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't even qualify. Like I'm street
Just get
trash
water in there. That's
right
fine.
now.
Saline solution.
I need to get up to
See,
like.
I'm class, and once you're born class, you're
She
always
was
class.
born into class.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I was born into trash.
I would get
so
one of
I'll
those
always be
things
trash.
that's like the Matrix, where it's like just like a little like tube, like the little port that's always there.
Oh, I thought you meant the red pill, blue pill.
There's that too.
Like,
I
I
take
mean,
both.
Is
Oh,
there
that'd
like
be
a
nice. You don't
port
even have
on
to
the
stick yourself
arm?
in
Why
for it.
you
Just
keep
have a little
going
tube.
here?
Yeah,
It's
that's
in the back of their
No,
head.
that was for going in the Matrix, but
Right.
they also had like other ports
Did
all
they?
over. Yeah.
I don't remember.
There's birth
Let me
control.
let me
you can
guess.
get
That
women
was
positions in
fully
arms.
explored in Matrix 2 and 3.
No. It was where all the pipes came off when Neo, like, it's all down their spines and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you
It's from
that.
If
but
people born in the pods.
I don't know how so much they're like ports. As like a million things are plugged. Like the one in their head is a fucking port.
Well, that's
It's
like an Ethernet port. Yeah, it's like a fucking needle.
They never used the other ones again, did they?
I don't think
Like after they
so.
busted out,
I mean, we did that.
I'm not
If I had a
Look,
port in
look,
my
look,
arm,
look.
I'd be stupid on heroin.
I'd use
Yeah.
it like crazy. I'd
Yeah.
be shoving so much porn into there.
Yeah.
I'd bedazzle my like rubber band. Like I'm pulling like that. And
It's not a
That's so
rubber band.
fancy.
It's a tube,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
God.
Well,
It's
now
a
we know who's
surgical
not the
tube.
drug addict.
Yeah.
you.
Fucking way to give it away.
I fucking gave it away.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I don't think anyone's ever offered Jeremy drugs.
I bet they have. Probably not.
Probably
He's
not,
not
yeah.
sure yet.
They see me, they're like, that would
Yeah.
kill.
So
That
like-
would kill him.
Sometimes I can't tell if it's French or a drug. It's just an appetizer.
What
I
does
don't
Michael
know.
Scott say? He was like, "You think doing alcohol is good? You think that's good?"
You think doing alcohol is cool?
yeah.
I do actually.
It is pretty fucking cool.
It's awesome.
Why do you think I had the set
Hey.
design like this?
It's good.
And I'm just like,
Cheers.
listen, Marcus, I am a nerd and a loser.
And an
Make
alcoholic.
me
Love
cool
beer.
and fulfill my alcoholism. And he was like, done.
See, it's a little more questionable if there was like lines of crack like all
Yeah,
on the thing.
then
Then it's like,
be a
you know,
little
that's
concerned.
not
Well,
cool.
it's only
There's
a
a bar.
the
It's
new
only
plants?
episode 6.
Yeah.
We got time.
We'll get
Yeah,
there.
that's
Don't
true.
worry
That's
about
true.
it.
Like the off-topic set could become a crack den. There's no reason it has to
We
stay a
don't know.
bar. Who
don't
knows?
know.
Listen,
Can I
here's the thing.
graffiti?
Here's the thing. Like we could change it for season 2, and I'm like, if we're going on like on the spot, we're on season like 5 already. This is
true.
episode 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
right.
it's like by
Was this
season
episode 6? No, it's season 8.
by season 47, we could just be doing lines of coke.
Yeah.
You know, but not on sponsored episodes.
No.
No, no, no.
of course
We'll just
not.
leave that for
this,
non-sponsored.
this episode's sponsored by cocaine.
If we're
Yeah,
gonna
and
be,
Laser Team.
If we're gonna be doing
Yeah,
lines
Laser
of coke,
Team.
Be on cocaine when you see
I
Laser
want
Team.
strippers, both male and female, to be the ones
background?
that have the
Preferably
coke
male.
on their ass. And that's
Oh.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
want male for that's my needs. But yes,
Okay.
yeah, well, both.
Yeah, all
We
right.
can do
Speak
ass
for
or
your
boner.
goddamn self.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ladies would be fine for me too.
I mean, I'm saying the boner's easier to get the coke off.
Have you ever seen that that this is just because you said it and then you said the word boner. Have you seen
that's
that
a good-
zombie art above Jeff's desk ever? Is that the old office? I don't know where the hell he has it now. I think he's got it hanging up in the new office.
I have no idea.
But it's like a zombie-esque thing. I can't remember what the hell it's doing.
Was it one of the Left 4 Dead posters?
No, it wasn't Left 4 Dead poster. It's just a full, it's like original art piece. And I bring this up because the name of the artist, as Jeff has said many, many times, and that's why he bought it when he hangs it up, the name of the artist is Weed Boner.
Weed boner?
Yeah, he's got an original weed boner hanging above his desk. It's just like it's like a zombie maybe smoking weed. I can't remember or not. He might not be. I really don't remember.
Is the artist a professional Call of Duty player?
Maybe.
I don't know about that. He might be a Twitch streamer.
Yeah,
he's
it's
also
almost
14,
definitely.
But like
yeah.
that's literally why Jeff bought it. He's like, dude's name is Weed Boner.
Is it actually boner? Or is it like Boehner? Like
I
the
think I'm pretty
Or
sure it's
like
boner.
whatever.
I'm pretty sure it's
B0
Weed
and
Boner.
3R.
Yeah.
No, I think
XXX.
it's
Dude, you laugh
WEEDBONER.
about professional Call of Duty players, but Activision Breakfast and just bought fucking MLG.
That's true.
They did.
It's all
They
over
did.
now.
They did.
It's Call of Duty.
Yeah, MLG's going away as well.
No, it's Call of Duty, man. MLG Call of Duty. XX Super Weed X.
420.
420.
All their tournaments
You
start
got
at
it.
420.
So when are you entering the tournament?
Yeah.
You seem ready to go. You got the lingo down. You got the skills
I'm
down.
badass when it
Was
comes
it
Fucking
to
Lil
it.
J.
Whoops.
More
Lil
like
J.
more like Lil Ray. What? This
What?
guy, he fucking plays the game.
Where's your hoodie? It's not purple enough.
Because Jeremy's pretty good at first-person shooters.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy's doing
Kind of. We played Halo the other
Even
day.
winning go left and right
I will say
too.
Jeremy definitely fits in the person who plays video games, i.e. not like Jack or Jeff or
Right.
Lindsay. Just terrible.
Right.
I am one of
Gavin's good at like 2 games and garbage at everything
I'm
else.
still like not great. I'm just great compared to like Jeff.
Well,
you know
no
what I
shit.
mean? Like,
yeah, he sucks.
so it's like people are like,
That's
But
like
like
being better than throwing the controller on the
Jeremy's
ground.
pretty competent, which
Yeah.
is a huge win. For
I,
Jeremy.
it's a step up.
huge win.
Yes.
I found out my giant, like, not my giant, but like my living room TV has like a huge amount of input lag on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't realize it because I guess I'm stupid. I don't know. But like you turn and then you turn and then you turn and then you
Oh.
turn.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So I didn't realize how
Nuts.
bad it was until somebody else put it on my TV and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with your TV? So I bought a computer monitor and started playing on that. All of a sudden it was good. I was just like,
There's also settings you can change in your TV for that.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
With
like
the
they
delay.
have like lag settings.
Why
like,
would
for
why would
delays
anybody
and
want a
stuff.
lag setting? Like,
Well,
why
like
would you
to
want
change what you're talking about. You can
Yeah.
make it better.
Why wouldn't you always just have it at the best?
That's a good point. I don't
Yeah,
know,
I-
but it's
All we know
definitely a
is
thing.
Terrorist
That's
TV is
I used to
floating
have
in
that-
a
Like
dumpster
I
somewhere
know
for no
my
reason.
TV has that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if you have a Sharp TV and you want to help me out, please let me know.
Oh, dude, Sharp, it's got to have that.
goodness.
You think
well,
so?
there's the
Yeah,
TV
what's-
connection with 360 through Xbox One if you want to do that, and that's how I usually do when I captured
Is that-
360. Yeah, well, there's a little bit of lag, so I play like Dead or Alive or something. They'd be like, hit, okay, hit, and like,
They're
I can
definitely
play that
not
way,
that
that's fine.
much.
Couldn't do
They're
it.
full of shit.
it's definitely like a little like half a second delay.
Even like
but
the
still.
slightest
Yeah.
delay will fuck you up.
A fighting game, yeah.
Well, that was even today. Ryan was. We did a Let's Watch in Just Cause 3.
Yep.
And he was syncing on one of the menus, and like for whatever the game, there was no lag at all as far as controls, but like the menu had lag. So he's literally like 1. Oh, all right. Because like we sync, we go 1 2 3 1 2 3, and like you move the cursor as we say it, so
Yeah.
it's like 1 2 3, and then you can match it up.
It's your system.
That's my system.
You brought it in.
I did bring that in. Ryan's like 1. Oh, okay, never mind. It was like 1, and then it moved. It was like so much fucking
The thing
lag.
is,
where-
like, Ryan kept not saying what he was syncing on, so he was like 1 2, nope. 1 2 3, yeah, nope. And he like closed the menu and started doing something else. He's like 3 3
Yeah.
1 1 2
Yep,
3.
he
Like
did.
the editor will have
like,
no
he
idea.
ended up syncing on shooting the grapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like 1 2, like with the graphic.
Yeah, because normally it's like, hey, I'm
Three.
syncing on the dashboard. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm syncing
I
in the
was
main menu.
syncing on the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, you go. This is Michael syncing.
1 2
1 2
3
3. That's how you do it.
Because I used to edit, Jeremy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I used to edit.
You can
and
tell who-
nothing
you can know who
enraged
best, yeah.
me more than people not being clear about syncing. It's why to this day I get outraged when I'm syncing a video and I'm like 1 2 3 and 4 other people are talking. It's like shut the fuck up
Yeah.
so the editor can
Yeah.
hear me
Or
fucking
you
sing.
sing.
You can solo a track. Let's editors. can
Every
do that.
time Gavin's like,
Yeah.
"What do you say it's you?" I'm like, "I don't know. Fucking like Larry when he started editing? Does
Well,
he
it-
know who the fuck I am?"
lets me know, like,
I'm like,
with
"This is
tracks
Michael
that fuck up,
syncing,"
yeah.
and it's like I
Or
always
even
do that.
Just a heads up before you do the 1 2 3 is like so useful.
Fucking Jack.
Hey.
You just
Yeah.
jump in.
Oh, you just
and
do it.
Jack.
Jack's the worst person.
It's just like a normal conversation going on. 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Not only does he just do it, but like he makes a point to be like, "Look how shitty my sync was."
Yeah.
Like I did it right
1
in the middle
2,
of another
fuck
conversation.
it, whatever.
Hey, wait,
Well, he'll do
guys,
that, yeah.
guys, we just talk shit about Jack.
See, I had that with Ryan a couple times.
Shut the
where
fuck
he'd
up and drink.
He'd do 1 2 and then fuck up and be like 1 2 and then go back to like the
Yeah.
beginning. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not a sync.
It doesn't
damn
help. That doesn't help.
You
Yeah, yeah.
fucked
Yeah.
up.
Even
Fix your fuck
Gavin's
up.
smart about it. Like if he does a sync, because sometimes fucks up. You're like 1 2, and then like your capture fucks up, or your cursor doesn't move or whatever.
No,
but
it's
then
human error.
But then it's instantly confusing because now you do a real sync after that. But when you're syncing it as an editor, you might try and sync the real sync with the
Right.
fake one. So like even Gavin's smart. He'll sync like 1 2 3 1 2 3. If he fucks it up, he'll go to 4 5 6.
Oh, that's
You know, so he'll
good.
be like 4 5 6 4 5 6. So you know not to fucking sync on the 1 2 3.
Or just say like second sync. 1 2 3
Yeah.
1 2 3.
Anything.
Like, all right,
I know,
thank
but
you.
even that sometimes is hard because like he says second sync and you think you're looking at the second sync and then you sync it and then you play the video and then the second sync happens in the video
Yeah.
and you're like fuck and you have to move it around.
Yeah.
Changing it completely to 4 5 6 is It's just like it's like an extra
helpful.
fucking 2 seconds of effort from the person in the video, and it saves like 10 minutes for the editor.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's such a pain in the ass to
Does
sync
Jeff
up
still
multicams and
does
stuff.
Jeff still sync his audio for Go every
Constantly.
week?
Yeah. Well, not every week.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I guess that's true.
But
But every time it happens,
Jeff still does whatever the hell he wants at any point.
It's no Dan of like we're not even capturing, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Dan just says 1, 2, 3 into the room
And
with
thinks
no.
that,
He's
All right.
like, guys,
1, 2, 3.
I said it.
And then
Did
he
it
just
count?
doesn't stop his capture, and then that's it.
Goodness.
He captured what, like
Oh, like a whole
7
day.
hours
No,
on
more than that. Like he
Jesus.
captured. We were playing Graw or Graw 2. I can't remember, but Dan did a let's play, and he captured. We filmed for like an hour. That was like whatever 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then Jack came in the next morning and realized it was still recording. So it was probably like 15 hours at least.
I miss video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should play some. That's fun.
we'll
they're
see.
fun, man.
We haven't done that recently, but that's always great when we're like, hey, we have a recording for you to edit. It's 10 hours long, so just worry about the first hour.
Yeah.
Get rid of everything else.
Yeah.
I haven't
Ryan
ran
just had a
anything
lot.
for a while in a bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Ryan's always running off to do his other jobs.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's always like, oh, I gotta go free play. And he does that.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, I'll just bob around in the water like cauliflower. Gang buys a boat. Season
good.
6, episode 2.
Oof.
They got that dick towel money.
Ryan's been hard into it.
Episode 1
lately,
of
I will
Jersey
say.
Shore.
No,
I mean, hard into it.
Well,
what does that
free
mean?
play is on hiatus now after the awesome finale. I don't know if you saw that.
Right,
with Rocky Horror Picture
Oh, is that
Horror
the
Picture
Rock-
Show. By the way, can we say, because this has been a fucking conversation in the fan base since the podcast, which I guess was episode 2 or 3, when Jeff was constantly talking about the secret that he wasn't allowed to talk about, and they were like, man, Gavin's really squirming. There's some kind of secret. Like, everyone's like, Meg's pregnant. Gavin and Meg are getting married. You could see the look on Gavin's face.
Meg's marrying
his,
Ryan.
his eyes, Gavin's eyes said everything. It was so detrimental to Gavin. He couldn't wait till it was over. It was Jeff talking about the fucking Rocky Horror finale. That
Yeah.
Meg was
Yeah.
like, please don't spoil.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it was relevant to Ryan. Had absolutely nothing to do with Gavin. And Jeff like brought it up a couple times in the podcast. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. And like every comment was like, Gavin's getting deported. Like you could see it. Gavin, you could see the sweat beating down his face. It's like this is the best time ever when we look at the audience and it's like, you're reading into shit too much.
It's like,
Idiots.
it's like
God,
English class
just
in middle
stop.
school. It's like, this is what the author
Just
meant.
stop. It's like, oh, something was definitely off with
That I
Gavin on the
like,
podcast. We could tell.
That's how I made it through English. Was like, oh yeah, obviously the white symbolizes purity in this dove over here. and
racist.
this thing is black, so
I never thought about that
Yeah,
before.
like,
Like,
I would pull shit out of my ass all the time for English, and they were
Yeah.
like, "That's great, that's wonderful." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just reading into it too far.
I
your own thoughts.
never get tired of people like adamantly telling us how we felt. Like Gavin was fucking upset in this podcast.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care if he says he wasn't. He was.
was.
I could see
Maybe
it.
he doesn't know that he was.
Yeah.
I know him
I know,
better than
yeah.
him.
It's like
Yeah.
every time that's happened on like 2 podcasts, and immediately afterwards, like if I see comments or after it comes out, like it's published, and I'll message Gavin. I'll be like, "Dude, like you were just
you
so
okay?
out of it," and
Are
he's
you
just like,
fucking okay?
he'll
You're
just be
right,
like,
bro.
I don't know if I can do another one. Like I just don't know.
But Meg is pregnant. Heads up. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah.
And you are as well.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. So keep drinking.
Yeah.
And I am as well.
Well, the baby's out now. It's fine. I didn't even have to do the work. Yeah, I didn't carry it for 9 months. Someone else did.
We
and I
got
just
one
took
new
it
white
over.
baby for
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's it.
That was it.
Well, that was like
Clarify,
again.
it is white.
I didn't care to like clarify to the audience it's not our baby because you're an idiot.
Don't be an idiot,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And do the 8 seconds of research. It's like not only did I mention 10 times that like my sister-in-law was pregnant, even when she was pregnant, like I'm gonna have a nephew, I'm gonna have a nephew,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a third nephew, and then he was born, and I was like, my fucking third nephew was born. I'm an uncle for the 3rd time. And we're like, oh, congratulations. 2 weeks later, like I took a picture of Lindsay and I with a baby, and they're like, you had a baby? It's like, yup.
I didn't even know she was pregnant.
Yeah, and then everyone else is like,
Like-
guys, it's like the
It's
norm,
like,
the
it's
normal
like friends,
people.
they just had like a basket in front of her stomach
Yeah,
for like 6
well,
months.
the normal people are like, clearly that's not true. I mean, she's been drinking on off topic and this
like,
and that, whatever.
I get if you're physically
The
hiding it.
fucking
that happens,
fans
but I
that were
drink a
like,
lot.
oh, I don't know, maybe they had the baby 2 months ago and just didn't tell anyone until Christmas so you guys wouldn't know about it. Idiots. It's like, yes, that's it. We were like this, like, you'll never see our baby. It's a year old. Like, and then it's just gonna come out.
He's in college.
I'd be like, son, let's bring him out here. He's actually 8 years old, and then he'll
Yeah.
come out and
Pour him a
fucking
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He'll be old enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
old enough.
like, no, I'm not gonna fucking
Oh.
parade my kid out when it's born. But
But when we get pregnant, we're gonna tweet about it.
Yes,
you'll
like a
get
little podcast.
you'll
You
get
just
a
hold him up like the Lion
We'll
King.
mention it. Yeah.
you'll get a like, it's here. and then fuck off. Like, I don't want my little shit on camera. I'm
when
gonna
I
bring
get
that
pregnant,
mutant to
I'm
work.
absolutely gonna tweet just like I'm pregnant, and that's it. Like, there you go.
Well, don't do that, because then
Facts.
No, that's it.
it'll
Now that you're
die.
inviting a shitstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
That's the
There's so
thing.
much time,
If
yeah.
you're like, I'm pregnant, and then it dies, and then everyone's like, wah.
And then I got a
It's whole
Katie
fucking thing.
Seagal situation
Just
going.
That
Just-
sucks.
Yeah, just tweet photos of your ankles like progressively.
That's good.
That's
I'm
the
gonna
good
tweet a
horse
photo of a
swollen.
dead stork.
So I'll bring this down right at the
I
end
shot
of
it
the
on my
podcast
lawn.
because
Yeah.
you mentioned it. But did you hear about what happened with Katie Seagal?
Michael
with,
informed me. I didn't
Married
know.
with Children.
No.
There was, Katie Seagal, Futurama. She plays Leela. She's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Married with Children.
Yeah.
Wonderful person.
So there was like in the later season, she got pregnant because she got pregnant in real life. So
Yeah.
they wrote it into the show that she was gonna have a baby in the show.
Yeah.
There was like a whole season of her being pregnant, and then either she miscarried, or there was like complications or something, but
Yeah.
she lost the baby. And then next season they were like, it was a dream. It was a dream sequence because they just had to like write it out of the show, which is like the only time ever the audience is like, "You're good, you're
Yeah.
good." Like
They-
we're not
yeah.
gonna complain about
They
it.
didn't want to make her have like a baby on set.
right. They were just
Yeah.
like, "No, fuck that." They're like,
was saying-
"We're not gonna." That was basically
That's nice of-
because
I
of
mean, that's good
that.
of
They
them,
like
yeah.
just
It
wrote
is.
it. They wrote it out of the show. There was gonna be a
Holy
baby
shit.
in the
How
show. Blah
depressing
blah
is
blah.
that?
That's
Like,
fucked up.
fuck.
And it was like Lindsay brought it up. Like it
Oh my
sucks. Like
God.
those episodes still air where she's pregnant.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was saying
And
for
it's like,
reruns,
that
that
is
comes up
awful.
every now and then. Like, hey, remember that this episode's on again where I was pretending to be pregnant because I was. Like, and then it's gone. Like that comes up again. Like,
Did she have
fuck.
another kid later?
I
don't
don't know.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's gonna be traumatizing.
I'm using that, but I'm saying that based on
higher pitch you
absolutely
go.
nothing. But I think so. But probably not, and I'm wrong. And everyone's gonna be like, "Burn in hell," like you were when I made that video for you. That was really nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Fuck your heart in Christmas.
Fuck you, bitch. Go back to New Jersey. That was you.
I
Then.
didn't
Not
say
now.
that.
But you thought it.
I did.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
I make fun of you, but I was a big fan of Carrie at that point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so risky fan.
Carrie,
was
I
like,
was thinking the
Carrie.
same thing about Michael. Don't worry. I told you the first conversation Michael and I had. Yeah, in the Rooster Teeth kitchen.
I remember the Taco Bell conversation.
No,
What was
before
the
that.
No. That was
Before
a
that,
whole other thing.
first
Okay.
ever time that I talked to Michael, he was in the kitchen. I saw his tattoos and I was like, awesome. I like Legend of Zelda. That's pretty cool. I'm new here. And I
He
was
just
like,
went, yeah.
nah. I went, hey, I like your tattoos. And he goes, cool. And then walked away. I was like, all right, asshole.
Sounds great.
Fuck
What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want? You want me to
Thank
pull
you was
them
nice.
off and give them to
Something.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take a photo with them. Here you go.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you walk good. Great job.
I would
Great,
say that.
great work with those legs.
They're
Yeah.
good. It's good, sturdy. Your frame is accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. That's her. This is the first conversation we ever had. Story. I have no recollection of it. Like,
Yeah. I
like to
remember
me, the
specifically,
first
I
time
was
we ever met was when she drove me home because I was living with Jack, and Jack, I was staying late to edit something, and Jack was leaving, and I was like, I'll ask Kara. I asked her if she should give me a ride, so Jack left, and then Kara had something come up, or I was even staying later than her, and she wanted to leave. So literally having never really talked to Lindsay at all,
Yeah.
like barely any interaction whatsoever.
She wasn't had nothing to do with Achievement Hunter at that point.
Nothing
No,
to do
no,
with
it's
Achievement
live
Hunter.
action,
Kara was
yeah.
like, "Hey, can you drive him home?" Cool, bye, and then left. And Lindsay was like, "Okay,
Sure.
Sure.
yeah."
Was you-
To
were
me,
you
that
an
was the
intern?
first time we hung out.
I was
She
interning,
an
and
intern.
I was still Dallasy, so I was like, all right, if this gentleman needs a ride home, I should give him a ride home.
Yeah.
That's just a polite thing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like someone said that to me. Obviously,
Like
I don't
Southern
drive, but if I
Belle.
did, I'd be like, "Fuck you." And then
Yeah.
I would leave. Hey,
Absolutely
drive
not.
this random person home if you've never met before. You don't know who they are or even where they live,
No.
but just drive them home.
It's in
And
the
Lindsay
opposite
was like,
direction of your
"Okay,
house.
I'll
Yeah,
do it."
everything, yeah.
We got lost too. Michael kept being like, "Turn left." He's like, "Oh wait, no, that's the wrong left. I'm sorry. Turn left here.
Shit,
That's
It,
the wrong left."
it was
again."
like 12 minutes to Jack's house, and I think it took us 35 minutes to get there. But
that's
that was literally the foundation
That's
of our
called bonding
friendship.
time.
It was.
It was. Yeah.
It was.
Everyone who works here has to learn that Michael's gonna be an asshole to you at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a piece of shit to little Jay all the time.
Oh my dude, yesterday.
Oh my God,
Or,
of
like
course.
the other
Here's
day,
my example.
yesterday or 2 days ago, I was like, I messed up an edit on a video, and I was so fucking pissed about it because I hate when I screw up edits and like.
Was it released yet?
Yes,
was.
and so it had to
Oh,
get
fuck.
taken down
Yeah.
and something
Oh,
else
fuck,
put on,
yeah.
and I was like so
It's always a
pissed
thing,
about
yeah.
it. And like, so I was just sitting there like, oh, fucking, like I'm an idiot and everything like that. But the entire day, Michael kept being like, oh, Jeff's in a meeting right now. Probably how they're gonna fucking fire little Jay. The whole day doing that. I was like, God damn
Michael and I
it.
talked about that
See,
too.
but if Jeremy didn't go, then I wouldn't do it.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. I was
Like,
just like so
that's
pissed
the measure
about
of a
it.
good employee, though. That Jeremy is very upset that that
She's
happened.
like so
Yeah.
pissed,
Yeah.
and Michael kept being
You
like,
guys-
And then Jeff kept bringing it up too. Like Jeff came back from the meeting and he's like, "Oh, his ass is done." Like we were talking about Matt later because we filmed a bunch of videos of Matt today, and we're like, "Matt, you fucking suck." Blah blah blah. And Jeff's like, "Yeah, not as bad as little Jay. Like,
Yeah.
His ass is fucking
and
done."
like
Yeah.
we were like doing something. Michael's like, Oh, but don't worry, Jeremy actually is editing right now. I mean, it'll get fucked up later.
Yeah.
but don't
I
worry,
was like,
editing
he's
right
gonna
now.
fuck it up later and just completely ruin the video. But he is working
Damn it.
right now.
Well, I told Michael that you messaged me. You're like, I'm very sorry about
I
that
was
video.
so,
I was like, Jeremy,
I'm
relax.
so sorry. Like, I fucked it. God damn it.
It's so bad.
I felt so
You
bad. I
can
was
only watch the
like,
video
fuck.
so many fucking times. Yeah.
And this is just something super minor. It was basically like that particular video was presented with comment and there's a whole editing thing, but basically like there's a reason to like turn on and off channels or like
Layers.
That's
Yeah.
what I was looking for. Like turn off layers when you're like taking photos or editing something different. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Basically, long story
Those are video
short,
channels.
he exported the video without turning a couple layers back on.
Oh, okay.
So it
Yeah.
was in presented with comment. It was the layer that adds the text at the bottom. So like he reads the question.
it's a little
and then
important.
It posts the question.
Yeah.
Kind of, but
on
like
it.
people weren't noticing it, which is why I didn't notice it at first. When it came
Yeah.
out. Like,
Usually, if something's wrong, people flip their shit
Yeah,
immediately.
exactly.
But they didn't. So it was more of an annoying thing. Like, it should be in the video. It's not the end of the world. But basically, the video just went up.
Yeah,
So it was
so-
like, might as well take it down and put it back up because you know all the other ones had it, and it makes it easy
Yeah.
for people to look at the question
But,
and blah blah blah.
what was censored?
yeah, that's what people are like.
what
Something
was
really bad
censored?
must have happened.
Was
Yeah.
that censored in that one? Or because it got taken
No,
down?
I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general. Like, if something gets taken
No,
down,
nothing
it's
was
like,
Well, I'm saying, God forbid, there's a bleep in a video.
yeah,
Forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Like, do you
anyways,
remember
yeah.
you used to edit our videos before you quit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, remember you edited Go and then you quit?
So one of the first things because I don't interact with Carrie very much,
No.
but one of the first things I remember is when Matt and I got invited into the GTA crew
Yeah.
to do a video or something. Carrie afterwards was like, "All right, you got to kick them out now."
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're not really in the
because
crew.
he had to do the whole video to
I
get
haven't initiated
canonized.
it.
No, I got
haven't.
shit on.
And
Yeah,
it was
get
like
them out of there.
basically we had to invite them because we could not get them in the game.
It was the first day that the Xbox One came out.
And it was like
yeah.
we had to send them. We had to invite them to the crew to get
Yeah.
crew invites because it's the only way it would work.
Yeah.
And you
And
were
I was
adamant. You were like, so
I don't like this.
You gotta get them out of the
I don't like
It's
this.
just, it's just for the video, right?
Yeah.
Well, you took
It was
the
like
lumps, too.
I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I did this.
Yeah.
It was like weeks later. I ended up kicking you and Matt out, and
Yeah,
I
you did.
texted Carrie.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, I kicked them out, just so
Yeah.
you know. He was like, nice.
Yeah, I was like, good. No, I guess you guys. I was like, they've got to go through the process, or it
gotta
doesn't
be
matter.
initiated.
I told
Yeah.
Jeff, I was like, look, I have to take my lumps because Carrie took his lumps. That's
Yeah.
how I get initiated.
Exactly.
But Jeff specifically, like, because he has a daughter and you know
Yeah.
he's very sentimental towards things like
Right.
that. He was like, I don't think I could beat you up, even if it's in game. Like
Yeah.
I could
do it.
that.
Yeah, just
to
stick
Lindsay.
my hand
Oh
in it,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I was like, fucking do it. I don't give a shit. Equality. Like beat me up. Who
I'd
cares?
slap her in the face
Yeah.
right now if I didn't get
Do it.
crucified.
I'll
on the
slap
internet.
back.
I know you will,
Yeah.
but people won't care.
What if I gave you a chair?
I could slap you, you'd slap me back, and then everyone would hate me.
I
Yeah.
slapped you this morning.
She did slap me right in the face this morning.
Did you were you naughty? Like, what happened?
He was,
I
yeah.
don't remember. Why did you slap me in the face?
We get sassy. I think you.
Worst term for it.
Naughty.
He like I was coming out of the shower and I was like, all right, getting ready for work, and like
Yeah.
Michael like fronted on me like I'm gonna hit you, and I was like, ugh, and just like instinctively like fuck you.
Slap me in the
Give
face.
me back the raviolis.
Also, Lindsay is the first one that like turn around and go like this.
Like don't touch me.
It's always just like slap fest at our house. There
Yeah.
are so many times that the two of us just do this.
Fucking fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. The retaliation usually is you slapping back and me going, oh, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You usually slap me in the face, and then I slap you in the face, and you're like, you slapped me in the face. I'm like, fuck you, you slapped me
Yeah.
first. And she's like, yeah, fair point.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, our relationship is how can she slap?
My thing is that it's not so much the pain thing, is you gotta make the sound. You gotta get like a
a good yeah,
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like it's gotta be that sound. So
too soft.
like that sucked.
Too soft.
That sucked.
Better.
That was awful. That you're making
Okay,
it bad.
you're
You're just punching me in the face
Yeah.
with an open palm.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
like
you're pressing
high
a
five.
button.
High five.
It's
Literally,
like the
you have to
emergency
hit.
stop.
You have to hit the perfect part of the cheek, like right here. Carrie got it, and be
Yeah.
like,
There you
like
go.
that.
Also, my
That's a good
brain
one.
goes, stop, don't hit the person you love.
Yeah,
And
she's
I'm
like,
"Dude."
slap, slap, slap.
Oh, God.
And you end up just like bashing my face in.
Oh lord.
God, we should probably wrap this up. This is a record.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, like
God.
you're dumbfounded by it. Jeremy's fucking face when you just looked at the clock.
Drink your
Jesus.
last- your
Fucking
last
half
swill.
of broadcast has killed themselves
Yeah.
already. Like they're just,
they're fucking
I can
done.
see the blood pooling
Yeah.
out of the room over there.
Drink your swill and then
This is
Yeah.
why Patrick Salazar is just
Turn
like, I'm
over.
not even fucking
I'm
showing
not
up
gonna do this
anymore.
one.
Like you guys
Turn
fucking
over.
do it. Stop! You're making a mess. Then you're
how we're
gonna
done.
no, you're gonna fucking
Civilized,
ruin.
we're done.
You're gonna ruin my table, and now I'm yelling. Drink.
Marcus made it. It's yours.
Yeah, but he made it for me. I didn't say I made it.
But
It's
now
still
I
my
started.
table.
Look at the fucking- oh
You
my God.
drunk fuck. You're like,
Best
got
of
it.
both worlds.
Got it.
Oh.
Done.
There you go.
That's good, Carrie. That's fucking smart right there.
Oh!
Caught that shit. That hurt, didn't it?
Can you spin it?
You
No,
okay? Everyone
can't.
okay here?
Everyone's fine.
Do we need medical?
There you go.
You good? No? All right. I guess we should wrap it
All
up.
right,
Heads or
cool.
tails?
Dude.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
You
Drink.
got it, tails.
No,
so
heads.
I'll
That's
give a shout out at the end. So if you're interested in seeing Laser Team,
Yeah.
our fucking first full length feature film in theaters, January 27th. Go check it out. Check out laserteamthemovie.com. You can get a list of every city that is playing.
You're
in.
Michael, and now you're Bernie.
Yeah.
I'm Michael, but you can do the characters.
sister.
Yeah, no, I know. Just let me do the read while you shut your mouth.
Look, I'm
okay?
Gavin.
Just be
yeah.
quiet.
No,
Oh,
There you go.
Carrie, you should check out Gavin's credit
And
in
Colton.
this episode.
Yeah?
You'll like it. It's
Okay.
a good
Boots.
one.
I'll check it
Yeah,
out.
you get the boots and not so much black, but you got the boot part.
Right,
That's
boot,
good.
yeah, boots.
But go to laserteamthemovie.com. You can see all the cities it's playing in right now and buy your ticket there. Maybe you can still host your own screening. I don't know if there's enough time left for
Sure,
that.
fuck
with,
it, why
I'm
not?
retweeting
with,
stuff,
with
so
Tug,
maybe,
but
yeah.
probably. And if you can't, I don't know. Not my
TUGG.
fucking fault.
Tug.
Like my name. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I demand money from that.
But you won't get any.
Might
I
not
don't
get
think
it.
it's gonna work.
So tune in next week
Yeah.
when we'll do something else. And I'll probably drink. Carrie sure as shit won't be here.
No, I
He
definitely
quit.
won't. This is the
Carrie,
last one.
Fun fact, was the third achievement hunter and he quit. And then I took your job
Some of
and
those
your
things are
desk.
true.
That is true.
Some of
I took
them-
your little bitch desk, and
did
then
take my
Mike
bitch
Kroon
desk.
had it as an intern.
Oh,
He did.
damn.
And then Gavin got it after Mike Kroon, and then we shot it into the
Michael,
sun.
shout out
Yeah.
to taking people's jobs. Woo.
Hey everybody, I'm very happy to say that our movie Laser Team is headed to theaters this January. So head over to laserteamthemovie.com to see if it's playing in your city. If it is, buy a ticket. And if it's not, we've given you the ability to set up a screening in your town through a partnership with Tug. For more details on that, go to laserteamthemovie.com. Thanks, gorgeous.
Hi, yes. I can tell you the biggest debate from this podcast with fans is going to be the use of lube.
Just holding my
It's already on Twitter.
holding
all
my
over Twitter.
podcast award here. It's an award-winning podcast.